And we are live and we are back with yet another one. It's the match preview for week 37 of this season's English Premier League, man. Listen, before we get started today, I'd like to take the time to just say a big congratulations to Liverpool FC for winning this season's Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. I was actually playing a little bit of devil's advocate, and I was like, saying, whoa, Liverpool are fighting for the quadruple, and they could go on to win maybe only just one trophy, the Carabao Cup. But Liverpool have proven that they're going to go on to win more than just that. And they got an FA Cup. The first FA Cup since when? 2006. So it's been a while. It's been a while since they won the FA Cup. It's been a while since they got to the final. And the last time they did so was against Chelsea. And Liverpool went on to win the 8th FA Cup title. And got to give it up to them, man. I think they're the most successful team in the League Cup. And now they're up there in the FA Cup as well. So, look, if Liverpool, let's say they do not win the Premier League and they don't win the Champions League, now you could say it will be a pretty successful season. See what I mean? It will be a successful season with 2 domestic cup trophies in the bag. So congratulations. Guys, we got a lot to talk about. We got 9 games to preview, so it's a lot of work, and I got to get going, man. I got to get it going. So big up to everybody watching the stream right about now. Appreciate you guys tuning in to yet another one. It's your boy Dom. Like the video if you haven't yet done so. We're back with another banger. All right. So big up Ryan. How are you? And Ryan, bro, I got a lot of work to do. And don't want to be distracted with the whole Liverpool City thing right about now. Because I have 9 games to preview and we have to get these games done. So look. Let us first start with the awards. Players of the season. Player of the season nominees is actually out. And I want to actually find a section where there's no video, so I could actually take a look at that, and we could touch on that right now. So vote for your EA Sports Player of the Season. And guys, choose your favorite from 8 stand-up performers nominated for the 2021-22 award. Okay, EA Sports Player of the Season, okay? So there's been 8 nominees. Trent Alexander-Arnold of Liverpool. And let's actually just do it properly and go through the whole list. 8 players have been nominated for the EA Sports Player of the Season award for the 2021-22 season. And you can help decide who wins. You, the fans, have until 1800, what is that, British Standard Time, if I'm not mistaken, on Monday, the 16th of May, to vote for your favorite below. The votes of the public will be combined with those of the 20 club captains and a panel of football experts to decide the winner. So have your say, have your say, have your say. Guys, let me know in the comments who you think should win the Player of the Season. Trent Alexander-Arnold of Liverpool, and you could see the whole stats and everything. The Liverpool right back has contributed at both ends of the pitch, dominating the right flank for the second best defense in the 2021-22 season, as well as scoring 2 goals and setting up 12 more, the second most of all players. So for the Trent Alexander-Arnold fans out there, give him a vote. He has been exquisite going forward this season, and he has had his moments of brilliance in defense, and I'm his toughest critic, man. Jarrod Bowen, West Ham United, what a season he's had. The winger is only second, only the second West Ham player to reach double figures for both goals and assists in a Premier League season, scoring 10 and setting up 10 to emulate Paulo Di Canio. Only 2 other players have achieved that this term. João Cancelo, my boy João, the versatile fullback, has been integral to Man City's title charge. he has played the most minutes of any of the outfield players, completing the most passes in the division and scoring or assisting 8 goals. Pretty productive if you ask me. All the João Cancelo fans, cast your vote. Kevin De Bruyne of Manchester City, the 2019-20 winner, is aiming to be only the 4th player to win more than one EA Sports Player of the Season award. His 15 goals and 7 assists have him in the running to emulate legends Nemanja Vidic, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Thierry Henry. Bukayo Saka, the young gun. At just 20 years old, Saka has led the charge for an Arsenal team chasing a top 4 finish for the first time since the 2015-16 season. He has 11 goals and 6 assists and has shown great character to bounce back after suffering penalty shootout heartbreak in last summer's UEFA European Championship final. Mo Salah of Liverpool, the 2017-18 EA Sports Player of the Season, is in contention again after yet another stunning campaign. The leader in the Golden Boot race has 22, and this season became only the 6th player to score 20-plus goals in 4 different Premier League seasons. Son Heung-min, the Asian sensation himself, with 21 goals, Son is having his best scoring season in the Premier League. He is only 1 behind Salah in the Golden Boot race, and impressively, none of his strikes have come from the penalty spot. And last but not least, James Ward-Prowse of Southampton. The Southampton captain has caught the eye with some magnificent performances in midfield. 4 of his 9 goals have come from the trademark direct free kicks. So, look, I know some people saying, guys like Alisson and Bernardo Silva should have been nominated. Well, I guess everybody can't be nominated, and you have to spread it out evenly and, fairly, because if you put those guys in there, then it will be all City and Liverpool players, and you don't want to have that. Listen, my player of the season goes to Kevin De Bruyne, and not just because he's a Man City player, but the last game shows exactly how good he is, and he's just so influential in everything Manchester City do. He helps out in defense. He just pulls the strings in midfield. And listen, you don't find many midfielders with an eye for goal like Kevin De Bruyne. The man bagged 4 in the last game. Come on, man. What more convincing do you need? You see what I'm saying? So, Kevin De Bruyne, listen, 15 goals along with 7 assists. He could have gotten more assists, but it's the other work that he does. You know what I mean? The build up to the goals, his influence, his presence and everything just count for so much, man. And it's been a slow burn this season. He started slowly, a bit of injury, and he's finished off very, very, very strongly. Look, I think the closest player to clinch the award, apart from De Bruyne, in my opinion, is Salah. But Salah had a great first half of the season. The second half has been rather lackluster, if you ask me, and I think he's going to lose points in that regard, and he won't be able to finish the season strongly with the injury he suffered today. So I'm going to go for Kevin De Bruyne. Guys, make your votes. It's your choice. Give your votes. Go on the website and place your vote to have your say, because you saying it here won't actually have any effect on who wins it or who don't. So that's it for the Player of the Season. Guys, I'm also going to touch on the Young Player of the Season and the Manager of the Season award, but I won't be going in depth in terms of the reading. This is just to warm up the engine today. And in terms of the Young Player of the Season award, give it up to Trent Alexander-Arnold for making the list again. So he's made both lists, which means that he might actually win one of these. If he doesn't win the Big Boy award, he might win the Youth award. So give it up to Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's still very young. He has a long, long way to go. And he has to keep himself fit, keep his head on his shoulders, and just keep, getting better. Phil Foden, man, big Philly style of Manchester City. What a player, man. He's grown into a match winner for us. He contributes, in terms of goals and assists, and just his presence on the field as well. And he looks like a future David Silva, Kevin De Bruyne type player, a medley of both. What a player, man. Phil Foden, big Philly style. Conor Gallagher on loan from Chelsea to Crystal Palace. What a player, man. Listen, he has a bright future. He really got a bright future. I hope Chelsea does give him a chance next season. And if they don't, allow him to go to another club, whether it's Crystal Palace or a bigger club, pick him up or whatever. You know, Conor Gallagher got a bright future, and I won't be surprised if he wins this award. Tyreek Mitchell. We know good fullbacks are hard to find, and the man broke into the England national team. That's a sign, and he's played a lot of minutes under Patrick Vieira in what is his breakout season at Crystal Palace indeed. Look, Mason Mount, not a great day in the FA Cup final, but still, Mason Mount, he has been good this season, over 10 goals and 10 assists, and you don't find that happening very, very often. So, listen, Mason Mount, you know, not the best season for Chelsea, but individually, he has, shown. Look, Aaron Ramsdale. I won't be surprised if Ramsdale win this award as well. He's the only goalkeeper on the list, and the man has been mammoth for Arsenal this season. Talk about Arsenal fighting for top four is because of all these brilliant saves by the man relegated with both Bournemouth and Sheffield United, Aaron Ramsdale. I was surprised when he was signed, but he has definitely justified the price tag and the faith that Mikel Arteta has shown in him. He's an England international now, and the future looks very, very bright for Ramsdale. Declan Rice, man. Listen, West Ham priced him at £150 million. I don't know who's going to pay that kind of money, but listen, I think he's worth it, man. He's worth it. What a hell of a player. Box-to-box type midfielder. Very commanding in the middle there. And look, future looks bright for Declan Rice, man. If he sticks around at West Ham, he could help West Ham continue to be a force to be reckoned with in the league and in Europe. Bukayo Saka. Booyaka. Young gunner. Busting shots. Listen, what a player, man. What a player. He's an England national team player. Was at the Euros, as, you know, the previous article mentioned. And he is also one of the players to make both lists. So you got to give it up to Saka. I won't be surprised if he wins it. He's done very, very well for Arsenal, leading the charge for one of the youngest teams, if not the youngest team in the Premier League this season. So, guys, take your votes. My vote, personally, I haven't voted yet. I'm going to actually place my vote for Conor Gallagher, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to vote for Conor Gallagher. That's my vote. I think he's been big for Crystal Palace. I'm not biased to go and just vote for Phil Foden. I'm gonna give it to Gallagher, man. I see this guy has a bright future, indeed. So, look, in terms of the other award, man, we got one more. The Manager of the Season award. And listen, we got Thomas Frank for helping Brentford get promoted and keeping them up in the league. We got Pep Guardiola on the cusp of a 4th Premier League title in 5 seasons. It would be very cliche to give it to Pep Guardiola as well. Eddie Howe. How he's done it for Newcastle, I don't know. I really don't know. But he's pulled it off. He's saved them from relegation, and he's put them very, very high up the table. Jurgen Klopp, what a season he's having. You see what I'm saying? FA Cup winner, Carabao Cup winner. He's completed the set. Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup, Club World Cup, Super Cup, FA Cup. I said FA Cup, Carabao. You know, he just needs to win the Community Shield now. Look, it could be, it should be, yeah, it will be. It will be Man City versus Liverpool next season in the Community Shield. So he got a chance to win that one too. And Patrick Vieira is a surprise pick for Manager of the Season. In my opinion, I think David Moyes could have made that list. And, even Thomas Tuchel could have made that list. But my Manager of the Season, look, it's easy to give it to Klopp. It's easy to give it to Pep. But my Manager of the Season is Eddie Howe, man. Seriously, Eddie Howe. The way he came in and the position that Newcastle were in. And to get him out, come on, man. Come on. He deserves an award for that. It will be easy to give it to Klopp or Pep. Easy. You see what I'm saying? But remember, guys, this is the Premier League. This is the Premier League. Manager of the Season. Or maybe for all the other cups, I don't know. But I'm going to have to give it to Eddie Howe, bro. I'm going to have to give it to Eddie Howe. So, those are my picks for the Player of the Season, Young Player of the Season, and Manager of the Season awards. Okay, so thank you very much. Let me know yours in the chat or in the comments. Appreciate it. So with that being said, guys, the engine is warm and we are ready to go. Okay, we are ready. Smash up the thumbs up button, everybody watching the stream right about now. We about to get into these fixtures. We got 9 to go through. Listen, I got a little lemonade on the side. I ain't got no alcohol in it or nothing. I just want something sweet to keep me energized and to keep me up, because listen, we only got 2 more of these to do before next season, and just want to be consistent and get it done and give you the best content possible. So let us start with the game between Aston Villa and Crystal Palace. I don't intend to be super long on those that don't really have much consequence, but I'll still give them the attention that they deserve. So let's go. Before we do go, big up to everybody watching right now. Definitely appreciate you guys joining in. And let me make sure I get everything okay. Let me make sure. Big up to everybody. We got Ron in here. Big up, Ron. I'm over the moon. We always do it the hard way, though. Congrats to the Liverpool fan. Big up to Alan Martin. It says he's biased. Klopp all the way. Big up to Cashew Red in the house. Who else we got in here, man? Everybody in here. Jordan Hyman. Everybody in here right now. 80 Booth in the house. All right, Dom. All right, everyone else. It's way too late to stay on. Good night. All right, peace, man. Peace. If I'm pretty sure you're gone, but appreciate everybody who's in here, though. And if you're watching the replay, thank you very much for tuning in. We're 15 minutes in, and we are warm, and we are ready to go. So Aston Villa 1, Liverpool 2 in their last game. Crystal Palace 1, Watford 0 in their last. In terms of their last meeting, guys, you could see right there, most recent meetings, to give you a bit of context there. But the last meeting, Aston Villa defeated Crystal Palace 2-1. And in terms of last season, Villa did get a win, and Crystal Palace did pick up a win of their own. So it's been back and forth, 4 wins for Crystal Palace across the last 10 games, and there's been a draw as well. So they did not lose 50% of their games in the last 10, dating back to 2014, which is not a bad record at all. Steven Jarrod versus Patrick Vieira. This will be the second meeting where Jarrod picked up the win in the only match, and that was his only game against Crystal Palace as well. And the same goes for Patrick Vieira. Both managers very fresh in the league. Patrick Vieira started the season, while Steven Jarrod, formerly of Rangers, was roped in when the Aston Villa manager Dean Smith got the sack. So in terms of all-time results, 19 matches there, guys, between the two teams. We have 7 wins apiece and 5 draws. So it's pretty even between the two sides. So in terms of players to watch here, guys, I'm going to go with Aston Villa's very own Philippe Coutinho, who recently concluded his transfer from Barcelona to Aston Villa for, I think, 20 million euros, which is ridiculous if you ask me. Sold by Liverpool to Barcelona for 140 million, and that is like the worst loss ever in terms of a transfer of a player in such a quick turnaround, which is ridiculous, right? But look, Barcelona have installed a 50% sell-on clause, which means if Coutinho lit up the Premier League next season and Manchester United want to buy him for 100 mil, Barcelona would make 50 mil. So, yeah, not bad. Not bad business, though. Not bad at all. But Coutinho has definitely left his mark on the Premier League in his second coming and will be influential if Aston Villa are to get something out of this game. So, for Crystal Palace, Wilf Zaha, man. Big up to Wilf Zaha. What a player. He is their talisman, and he could always make something happen out of nothing. So, in terms of player availability, Leon Bailey's at 50%. Don't know if he'll feature or not. Jacob Ramsey is fit again to play. Ollie Watkins is a doubt. And Courtney Howes is ruled out. For Crystal Palace, James MacArthur is a doubt. Mark Guehi would be out or doubtful. Vicente Guaita is a doubt, but Jack Butland will relish the opportunity to come in and get some game time. And Nathan Ferguson would miss yet another game. He's been injured basically all season. So in terms of the latest and greatest, Zaha eyes hat-trick of winners for Palace. 5 of Wilfried Zaha's Premier League strikes this season have been match-winning goals, including each of his last 2. No player has ever scored more winners in a single campaign for Crystal Palace. Aston Villa won the reverse fixture against Palace 2-1 in November. They have not done the league double over the Eagles since 1980-81, the season they last won the top flight title. Crystal Palace have conceded a league low 40% of their Premier League goals in the second half of matches this season. 17 out of 42. Indeed, only the top 2 of Man City and Liverpool have conceded fewer after halftime than Patrick Vieira's side. But I can recall some of these goals have definitely been costly, where Crystal Palace have dropped points from a winning position as well. Villa striker Danny Ings has scored 5 goals in his last 6 Premier League starts against Palace. Against no side has he netted more often in the top flight than he has against the Eagles. 5. Chris Kavanagh will be in charge of this game. And guys, in terms of my prediction for this one, we see the teams and their form guide and everything. Crystal Palace, they're in very good form. Aston Villa were in similar form, but they suffered that setback against Liverpool. Expect them to bounce back, and I think, the lineups are going to be unpredictable here because both teams can't really achieve anything other than, a higher place in the table. So I think they're going to scrap it out for a draw here, a 1-1 draw. Last week, in the midweek preview, I didn't predict any draws, but this time, I'm going to predict a few draws here. So 1-1 draw. We're going to have a very, very open game of football. A lot of talent on display on both sides of the field. Watch out for Crystal Palace, guys like Michael Olise, Eberechi Eze, Zaha, Mateta, and those, Hudson Edward. A lot of guys are just looking to finish off the season strongly and, to help Crystal Palace come even harder next year. Conor Gallagher. Crystal Palace going to actually try to sign him this summer. It's left to be seen. But with Chelsea's situation, I doubt they'll let him go to another club. So 1-1, guys. Don't see a lot of goals in this game, but it could well be a high scoring game. But it's just my thoughts on this one. 1-1 draw, guys. Let me know your prediction in the chat. Would definitely appreciate that. So, look, in terms of the teams, man, for Crystal Palace, they're 11th in the league right now, 44 points. The next game will be against Everton. That's a crunch game, seeing that Everton still in a relegation scrap, and they finish the season off against Man United, which will be Manchester United's final game of the season, of course. And they're waiting Crystal Palace patiently. So, for Palace, they could get a maximum of 6 points. They could pass Leicester and Brighton, and they may be able to get a higher goal difference, a better goal difference than Wolves. So they could place as high as 8th or just finish top 10. So something is there on the line to play for. While for Villa, 35 matches played, 43 points, and the same for Villa. They would want to win their remaining games, even though it will be very, very difficult to get to 50 points or just to get closer to that, up into the top 10. So their next game will be against Burnley, which is a big game because Burnley are fighting relegation. They just beat Burnley 3-1, so they'll be confident going into that game. It's a home match, and they finish off the season against Manchester City, which could be a very, very huge game, according to how the one against West Ham goes tomorrow. So that's it for that game. Aston Villa, Crystal Palace, I'm going to go for a draw. So big up to everybody in the chat right about now. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. We got MKAV saying all the best for your channel. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much. We have Alan Martin. As long as Palace beat Man United and put them in the Conference League. Yeah, man, I would love that. Big up to Ernest Blankson. Miss you too, man. I know you for a while. Mike Stan. Liverpool all the way Dom. Sorry we can't keep up with City. Who else we got here, man? Nippon in the house. How are you, Nippon? Nice to see you. Sleepy Sun in the house. Everybody, big up yourself. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button. We'll definitely appreciate that, guys. You know we got the nice chill theme going. You know what I mean? I got the nice red light setup going. You know what I mean? Just switching it up a little. You know what I mean? Just keeping things nice and calm and cool. So, guys, we are definitely going to keep it moving. And the next game that we got to talk about is Watford versus Leicester City. The already relegated Watford versus Leicester, who can no longer get European football this season because they have 45 points and they won't be able to catch West Ham, but they could look to stay in the top 10 and, look at the season as a pretty stellar one. You know what I'm saying? Not overly successful, but stellar, if you know what I mean. So, for Watford, 0-0 in their last game against Everton, and that won't be a bad result at all if they manage to pick that up against a very, very attack-minded Leicester City, who did beat Norwich 3-0 in their last game. In terms of the last meeting, Leicester defeated Watford 4-1 in the third round of this season's FA Cup and also defeated them 4-2 in the league at the King Power earlier this season. Watford has 3 wins in their last 10 matches in all competitions against Leicester. So it's the Hornets versus the Foxes here. In terms of the all-time Premier League results, 13 matches played, 3 wins for Watford, 2 draws, and 8 wins for Leicester City. So a pretty solid record if you ask me. Roy Hodgson, the Watford manager, coming up against Leicester City for the 13th time. He has a very good record with 7 wins, 2 draws, and 3 losses. Brendan Rodgers against Watford, 8 games, 4 wins, 3 draws, and only a solitary loss. Against Hodgson, 6 games, 5 wins, and a draw. He has never lost to Roy Hodgson, and Hodgson has never beaten a Brendan Rodgers team. So very, very, very interesting stuff there if you ask me. So, guys, in terms of the players to watch here, I'm going to actually go for Watford's Samuel Kalu. And the reason why I'm going for Kalu is that he's a player, very talented Nigerian player, brought in as a free agent. And I think he'll be an ideal player for them in the championship to help them get back into the Premier League if they are to do so. So give it up to Samuel Kalu, a Nigerian there. He doesn't even have a picture. But I think Watford got a lot of players to work with in the championship. They might actually let a few go, and a few of them go out on loan, the more the expensive ones in terms of wages and all of that. And they will keep recruiting. They have already hired a new manager as well. And they're heading in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? They're done already, but they're thinking in the right way. So Samuel Kalu, let's keep an eye on him. In terms of Leicester, man, listen, it's one man, Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy, ageless, the ever-present, effervescent Jamie Vardy. What a player, man. And he was missed. His injury actually hurt Leicester a lot. I think if they had him for the Europa Conference League, maybe they could have done some damage and gotten to the final and probably go on to win it. And in terms of their league status, maybe they would have been in a Europa League or Conference League spot ahead of the likes of West Ham or Manchester United. But, Jamie Vardy's absence definitely hurt Leicester City. So for Watford, Juraj Krejčka and Imran Louza will definitely be out of this. While Ismail Assar, Emmanuel Dennis, Josh King, Kiko Femenia, Chuko Hernandez, João Pedro, Nicholas Nkulu, Tom Cleverley are all doubts. Yeah, they have a long injury list. And Hassan Kamara should be coming back from his suspension. While for Leicester, Ricardo Pereira, Wilfred Ndidi, and Bertrand Traore are definitely ruled out. And there might be a few other players who may miss the game through illness or maybe a knock during the warm-up before the game. So in terms of the insights here, what did you know? Watford to extend positive run against Leicester? Maybe, or maybe not. Watford have lost just 2 of the last 11 home league matches against Leicester City, winning 7 and drawing 2. And are unbeaten in their last 4, winning 3 and drawing 1 since a 1-0 loss in March of 2016. That's not bad at all. But keep in mind the Brendan Rodgers record against the Watford manager, the outgoing Watford manager, Roy Hodgson. So the Hornets kept their first clean sheet in 23 Premier League home matches since their 0-0 draw with Everton last time out. The last kept consecutive top flight shutouts at Vicarage Road in December of 2019. Leicester looking to complete the Premier League double over Watford for only the second time, previously doing so in their 2015-16 title winning campaign. Leicester's James Maddison has been involved in 6 goals in as many meetings with Watford in all competitions, scoring 4 times and producing 2 assists. Against no side has he enjoyed more goal involvement in his English football career. Jarrod Gillett will be in charge of this match. So, in terms of my prediction, guys, you could see the recent meetings between the two teams. Leicester, with some positive results there. Watford also with a positive result back in 2019. The form guide is telling us that Leicester City are in the driver's seat here. Watford relegated. They have been struggling for some time, and they need to finish the season strongly. But since Jamie Vardy is back, the likes of Iheanacho, Patson Daka, you have Yuri Tillemans playing his last few games for Leicester. He would want to finish strongly. James Maddison, Harvey Barnes, the list goes on. Keenan Dewsbury Hall. This Leicester team is still a force to be reckoned with. You see what I mean? They're one of the teams that beat Liverpool this season. Don't forget that, guys. And Liverpool do not lose that often. So give it up to Brendan Rodgers and Leicester City. Watford, they have been dreadful in defense and lately going forward, where that was, the department that they look more threatening. And the wheels have completely fell off at Vicarage Road for Watford. Roy Hodgson, 3 managers this season. I could see Leicester pulling off a rout here. They will not get back-to-back clean sheets at home. 4-1 win for Leicester City. 4-1. They look better in defense. They got a lot of their players back. And I could see them, just finishing the season strongly here. 4-1 Leicester. Guys, let me know your prediction in the chat. I know it's a bold prediction, but I think it's a solid one nevertheless. So Leicester City 10th, 45 points after 35 games. Their next match will be against Chelsea. That's going to be a good one. And they finish off the season against Southampton. Could they pick up more points? Let us see. Could they get to 50? Let us see. For the already relegated Watford in 19th position, 23 points. They did pick up a point in their last game. Roy Hodgson's only home point. Could he get more? It's left to be seen. Their final game of the season will be against Chelsea in a London derby. Then they will prepare for the championship. Very, very tough league, the championship. So big up to everybody in the stream right about now. If you're newly joined, appreciate it, man. You guys are the real deal. Big up to anybody trolling right about now. Appreciate you coming in, you know what I mean? Blessing us. Appreciate that. Nippon in the house. Sleepy Sun. Everybody in here right now, man. Guys, we got over 50 people in here. Make sure you're smashing the hell out of the thumbs up button. We're going to keep it moving. We got a lot of games to talk about. And we're going to move into a dead rubber, and that is Wolves. Woo! Versus the already relegated Norwich City, or the Canaries as they are known as. So, Wolves versus Norwich. In terms of Wolves, their last game was not one to remember, and that was a 5-1 loss to Manchester City at Molineux. This game will be at home, and they will be looking to turn around that loss. For Norwich, they suffered a 3-0 loss to Leicester City in their last game. And in terms of the last meeting between these two teams, Norwich did pick up a 1-0 win in the fourth round of the FA Cup against Wolves and drew their earlier fixture. So not bad at all. Not bad. They have a very, very healthy record here, recent record against Wolves, and a lot of those games came in a championship when both teams were in the division. In terms of the Premier League matches, 5 altogether, 2 wins for Wolves, 1 for Norwich, and 2 games have been a draw. And Wolves have actually never lost at home against Norwich in the Premier League. 2 matches, 1 win, and a draw. Not bad, if you ask me. So, look, Bruno Lage has been away from the touchline with a positive coronavirus test, but he should be back, though. He should be back. He missed 2 games. He should be back here. And this will be his 3rd game against Dean Smith. Well, his 4th. His 4th, pardon me. And look, in terms of what Wolves and Norwich this season, remember Bruno Lage met Dean Smith against Aston Villa and twice against Norwich. So it is pretty weird. It's pretty weird. It's the first season that they are meeting each other, but it's already been 3 meetings and it's about to be a 4th. So look, against Dean Smith, 1 win, 1 draw, and a loss. The same record against Lodge for Smith. And against Norwich, Bruno Lage has never won. 1 draw and 1 loss. For Dean Smith, 16 games against Wolves, 5 wins, 3 draws, and 8 losses here. So guys, in terms of players to watch, look, this one was a bit different, you know what I mean? Because Norwich already relegated. Wolves, they don't really have many standout players this season, if you ask me. The goalkeeper is a standout player. But I chose to go with Pedro Neto, who's coming back from injury. And he did show some signs of his brilliance against Manchester City and a few cameos before this. So Pedro Neto, look out for him next season if he's still at the club. And he will definitely grow as he gets fitter. So for Norwich, 1 player, man. The best player on the Norwich team, in my opinion, Teemu Pukki. 10 goals again. Could he add to his goal tally in this meeting? If Norwich are to get something, it's important that Teemu Pukki scores. Look, are we going to see Teemu Pukki in the Premier League again? Guys, I'm not sure. I don't know. Because how old is Teemu Pukki these days? Let's find out, man. Teemu Pukki. His name translates to goat in Finnish. So Teemu Pukki is 32 years old, you know. He doesn't have a lot of time, man. If he is to be back in the Premier League, he might be 34 the next time, and it's in his twilight of his career. So this might be the last time we're seeing Teemu Pukki in the Premier League. So, you know, cherish the man, cherish him. So, guys, in terms of the player availability here for Wolverhampton Wanderers, Romain Saiz would miss this game, along with Nelson Semedo and Max Kilman. Daniel Podence is also a doubt, recovering from injury. Well, for Norwich, they do have a long injury list. Adam Ida, Andrew Omabamidele, Christoph Zimmerman, Kenny McLean, Josh Sargent, along with Matthias Norman and Ozan Kabak have all been ruled out. But guys, note players could pop up and be fit enough for the games. You know, I've seen that on numerous occasions. So, look, in terms of the latest and the greatest here, we have, did you know, Wolves have never lost a top-flight home match against Norwich, winning 8 and drawing 2, keeping a clean sheet in 7 of their 10 such matches against them. Norwich did win 1-0 at Wolves in the FA Cup earlier this season. The last team to beat them twice at Molineux in the same season were Manchester City in 2011-12, which was also the last campaign in which Norwich beat the same Premier League side twice away from home, overcoming West Bromwich Albion twice. So Wolves were 3-0 down at halftime against Manchester City last time out, conceding as many goals in that first half as they had in their opening 45 minutes of their previous 11 league matches combined, which is pretty good, right? 12 of the 13 first half goals Wolves have conceded this season have been in home matches. Not a very good thing for their home record there, right? So, look, as it stands, Norwich goal difference of minus 56 is the third worst in Premier League history after Derby County in 07-08 69, negative 69, and Ipswich Town in 1994-95, negative 57. Their goal difference will get worse than a negative 56. I don't know if it will get up to negative 69, but it will pass negative 57. Tony Harrington will be the ref. Don't know that ref very, very well, so let us see how he performs. And I don't even think I'll be watching this game, so let us see how he performs, though. So Norwich has been in very, very bad form, as we should know. And Wolves' form has definitely taken a nosedive. Don't know what happened to them, but they're not in good form. But this is the best team to meet, the perfect team to meet. I think Wolves are going to win this game 3-1. Norwich just looks really, really ragged right now, man. You know what I mean? They just look all over the place. They're unsettled. They got relegated, so nothing really to play for. They're going to rotate, and I think Wolves are going to take advantage of that with a big 3 points. So for Wolverhampton Wanderers, right now they're 8th with 2 matches left. If they get the full allotment of points, they could indeed pass West Ham United, who is definitely at risk of not getting any points. They play City tomorrow, and then they play Brighton on the last day at the Amex. And we know what happened to teams like Man United the last time they visited the Amex. You know what I'm saying? So, look, for Wolves, it's everything to play for, and I'm going to go for them to win the game 3-1. So, for Wolves, 8th. Their final league game, however, is against Liverpool. So, if they're going to win this, if they're going to win both games, it's going to take a huge effort. And it's not likely that it's going to happen, but there is a possibility, man. Where there's a will, there is a way. 20th place, Norwich, 21 points this season. They would finish off the season against Tottenham, who are definitely fighting for Champions League football and are ready to go and smash Norwich to bits and pieces. So let's see how it all unfolds for the Canaries as they go back down in the championship. So big up to everybody in the house right now. It's your boy Dominic Rich back with another preview. Guys, this is week 37. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. 37 previews along with the midweek previews, a few of them that we did for the rearranged fixtures. Oh, man, talk about a marathon run all the way to May 22nd, man. Guys, it wasn't easy. But guess what, man? I'm going to brush myself off, and I'm going to do it all again next year. I'm going to do it all again next year, man. It's not going to be easy, but I'm going to have to, rejig the format and everything, and, maybe look to cut it down a little shorter and everything. But, look. We coming again. We coming again. Let's know we coming again, man. Next season gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, we're gonna move on, man. We got another fixture, which is very, very pivotal in terms of the relegation battle here. And that's one between Leeds United and Brighton and Hove Albion. So Brighton is safe, but for Leeds, oh man, they're in a whole lot of trouble. When we thought that Leeds were gonna be good, they got dragged back into the relegation scrap, and it ain't looking good. And I mean, it's looking real ugly for Leeds United. This is a must-win game. This is a must-win game for Leeds. And when I say must-win, I mean this is a must-win. So for Leeds, the last game was a 3-0 loss to Chelsea. For Brighton, they smashed Man United 4-0. In terms of the last time these two teams met, it ended in a 0-0 draw back in November. And Brighton did defeat Leeds 2-0 last season. They actually pulled off the league double over Leeds last year, even though Leeds did pretty well. And previously they met in the championship, And Brighton has a very, very, very good record against Leeds. I mean, Leeds have only one win across the last 10 in all competitions dating back to 2014 against the Seagulls. So, in terms of the managers here, this will be the first meeting between the American Jesse Marsh and the magician himself, Graham Potter, who does have 5 matches against Leeds, 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. This would be Marsh's first time against Brighton. So, all the best, all the best, all the best. So, you could see all-time Premier League results. 3 matches, 1 draw, 2 wins for Brighton. They have never lost to Leeds United. And they have 1 home match there, and that has been a win. So, look, man, Brighton, they're a very, very, very good team. Very good team. I think if they didn't suffer that collapse a few weeks ago where they lost about 6-7 on the bounce, they would have definitely been going to the Europa League or the Conference League next season. So, guys, in terms of players to watch here, for Leeds, I'm going to go with Rafinha. Rafinha is a player that could be leaving Leeds United, so this could be the last of Rafinha that we've seen in the Premier League. He has been linked with Bayern Munich amongst other clubs. Maybe he'll stay in the Premier League, maybe he won't. But, if Leeds are to survive, they need their talismanic Brazilian to really show up, man, because he has been absent in the last couple games. He needs to show up. For Brighton and Hove Albion, man, Leandro Trossard, what a player. What a player. The Belgian just got a lot of magic in his legs. I didn't realize that Lars Dendoncker played for Brighton, though. I think that's Leandro Dendoncker's little brother, if I'm not mistaken. But Leandro Trossard, man, listen, this guy has potential to play for a top 6 club. And I mean that. I really, really mean that. Maybe if he go into a top 6 club, he'll be like a squad player, but still, man, he's a talented player, man. I'm telling you, man. So I'm looking forward to see him at the World Cup for Belgium, definitely. So in terms of the player availability here, Tyler Roberts is out. Adam Forshaw, Crescencio Somerville, Stuart Dallas, Luke Ayling, and Dan James all suspended. So Patrick Bamford could return before the season ends, maybe for the last game. That could be influential to help Leeds stay in the Premier League. And for Brighton and Hove Albion, Jakob Moda is out, while Enoch Mwepu and Jeremy Sarmiento, recovering from injuries, may also miss this game. So in terms of the latest and the greatest here, insights. Leeds' final home match record lifts safety hopes. Okay. So, for Leeds United, guys, for Leeds, they have 2 games left. This will be the final home game. So, they need to go all out. You see what I mean? It is a pivotal clash. And if they are to win any match, this will be the perfect one to win. A win for 18th place, Leeds United would boost their prospect of avoiding relegation, but they will also be looking elsewhere for favorable results. They are level on points with Burnley in 17th and 2 behind 16th place Everton. However, both rivals have played 1 match fewer than Leeds, whose goal difference is 21 worse than Burnley's and 19 worse than Everton. So we know Leeds can't defend, and this could actually, be their Achilles heel. Did you know Leeds United have only lost their final home game in one of their last 18 top flight campaigns, 10 wins and 7 draws. With 97 yellows and 3 reds this season, Leeds have become the first side to receive 100 cards in a single Premier League campaign. The Whites have also committed more fouls than any other side this term, 440, man. They can't defend. They just can't defend, you know what I'm saying? They're very rash, and, no wonder why they're in the position that they're in right now. Brighton and Hove Albion have won 5 of their last 7 away league matches against Leeds, losing twice. Having won just one of their first 16 visits to Ellen Road, drawing 6 and losing 9. Brighton have scored 9 goals in their last 3 Premier League matches, as many as they had in their previous 14, which is ridiculous, man. They've just found a form. And when you come up against teams like Man United, that would definitely help you. They have beaten Wolves 3-0. Man United 4-0, in their last 2, and last winning 3 consecutive league matches by at least 3 goals in February of 1969. The great Mike Dean would be in charge of this one. So, guys, in terms of my prediction, man, look, Leeds are scrapping. Jesse Marsch is nervous. You could see his reactions when Leeds were getting pummeled against Chelsea, going down to 10 men in their last 2 games. They have to keep all 11 players on the field if they are to get something from this match. And look, there's a positive result earlier in the season against Brighton, a 0-0 draw. This is a home game. They would want to avoid losing by all means necessary. And guys, before I even read any of that, my prediction for this game is going to be a draw, a point for Leeds. I've said if there's a team that's going to get relegated, it most likely will be Leeds right now, but I have a feeling they're going to get a draw from this game. They will have one more to play after this, but I think they'll get a point, a very, very important point from this one. Okay, so look, right about now, Leeds are in the relegation zone, 18, 34 points. Burnley, with a game less played, got 34 points as well. But if Leeds manage to get 1 point from this game, they will go above the table in terms of points tally above Burnley. And Burnley, with some very difficult games to play, Tottenham in red hot form right now. Aston Villa just beat them, and they got Newcastle on the final day. So Burnley might not get any more points for the rest of the season. So it's imperative that Leeds make sure they pick up something at home here against a team that they're capable of getting points against, and that's Brighton, with nothing really to play for but a league position. And they will rotate, they will experiment, and there's a possibility that we're going to get, they could get something here. 2-2 draw, a high-scoring affair, very open game of football where Brighton take the game to their opponent and Leeds does not play pragmatic football at all. Jesse Marsch is very attacking, but, he has a little bit more pragmatism than Bielsa, but still, he plays a very, very attacking style. 2-2 draw is my final prediction here for this one. And Leeds will be hoping I'm dead right. So, look, the last game will be against Brentford, and it could end up being a must-win match for the Whites. So, in terms of Brighton and Hove Albion, they're 9th. They could finish in the top 10, for which could be their first time ever in the Premier League era. Remember, they're a team that recently got promoted just a few seasons ago under Chris Hughton, the current director of football of the Ghanaian national team, technical director, I should say. They have 47 points. It's their best ever points tally, beating 41 from the 2 previous seasons. And with 2 matches left, Brighton could definitely get to 50 points for the first time ever in their Premier League history. So you can't put that past them. They've picked up some mammoth results this season, and they're looking poised to maybe fight for a Europa League or a Conference League spot next year. It's going to be interesting to see who they recruit, who they bring in. But Brighton, man, very, very promising team. They would finish off the season against West Ham United. So all the best to the Seagulls here. So, look, guys, that's 4 down, along with the Premier League Player of the Year, Young Player of the Year, and Manager of the Year awards. We are doing well. We are halfway through today's stream. We are doing well in terms of time, 53 minutes in, and it just, we're flowing like I don't want to say the River Nile, because they're kind of building a dam over there, and I think it's in Ethiopia, so it's not flowing as much as it should flow. But I would like to say we're flowing like the River Nile. Oh man, big up to everybody in the house right about now, man. You guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in. We got Aaron Guy in here. We got King Huddle, Tony K, Michael Olopito in the house, Alan Martin, ever present in the house. Listen, appreciate you guys tuning in. Ron in the house as well. Bakariga Sama. Everybody in here, man. The vibe. Listen, once you're in here, much love, much respect to you guys. Look, smash the thumbs up button if you're yet to do so. Let me check on how many likes we got on the video so far, because you guys be playing around, You guys be playing around, man. Come on, like up the thing, show your support, and just send out all the positive vibes there, man. And a like definitely sent out the right indication. So look, 22 likes. Come on, man. Come on, guys. You could do a lot better than that. Smash it up, smash it up, smash it up. So Alan Martin is saying, damn, you were waiting for Liverpool to finish the season with just the League Cup. I saw the glint of anticipation in your eyes. Oh, man, listen. Oh, as a City fan, it would feel good talking about that. But to be fair, you guys done well. You won both cups. Kudos to you. Congratulations to you. You must feel good. I know it must feel good. You're still in the Champions League. You're still in the running for the Premier League, even though that one's slipping away. And it's been a good season for Liverpool, man. So, great time, man. Listen. It's all about decision making. When Liverpool decided to appoint Jurgen Klopp as their manager, they know what they had in mind. They saw the vision, and the vision is definitely being fulfilled. It's coming to fruition and everything. So, look, it's about decision making. It is about decision making. If Manchester United were a bit smarter, they would have gone in for Jurgen Klopp. You see what I'm saying? Some people may say he may not have gone, but listen, if the money is right and the contract is right, maybe he would have liked the project. They never went in for him. It was Liverpool who went in for him after what they saw Klopp did at Borussia Dortmund and previously Mainz. So listen, man, it's about decision making. That's why I tell people, stop whining about who's spending this, who's spending that. It's about decisions. Erling Haaland wanted to go to Manchester City. Man City put out a good contract and everything. He liked the contract. He liked the deal. He wanted to go to City. Other clubs were in for him. He chose City. It's about decision making. You see what I mean? So, listen, man, let us continue this thing. We got a few more games to talk about, including Southampton Liverpool, West Ham Man City coming up at 9 a.m. local time tomorrow. That's my time, New York time, Eastern time. I don't know what time it is for you in your neck of the woods, but for me, I know it's bright and early on a Sunday morning. So, the next game that we got on the agenda is a very important one as well. And that is Everton, the blue side of Merseyside, coming up against Brentford, newly minted Premier League team. They have survived the drop, and they will be hoping not to pull a Sheffield United or Leeds United next season, or Huddersfield next season. So, look, head-to-head, one match ever in their Premier League history since Brentford have not been promoted since the 1950s or 1940s or something like that. So, yeah, not much history here in terms of the Premier League, but history is being made, and that's what's important here. So, big game for Everton, and in terms of their last game, it was a 0-0 draw against Watford, and they would have actually rue not picking up 3 points against an already relegated team, but 1 point is still the step in the right direction. For Brentford, a convincing 3-0 win against Southampton in their last game. In terms of the last meeting between these two teams, they met in the fourth round of this season's FA Cup, where Everton defeated Brentford 4-1. But in the Premier League meeting this season, Brentford defeated Everton 1-0. They did previously meet in the League Cup as well, where Brentford also won that game 5-4 on penalties. So they've had Everton's number in their most recent meetings. Lampard versus Thomas Frank. This will be the third time he's coming up against Thomas Frank. And I bet they previously met in the championship for Derby County versus Brentford. Brentford almost got promoted that season as well. And we have a good record. 1 win and a draw for Lampard against Frank. Frank never winning against Lampard. And against Everton, Thomas Frank with 2 games, 1 win and a loss. And for Lampard against Brentford, 3 matches, 2 wins and 1 draw. So Lampard would want to, draw inspiration from his very, very positive record against both Thomas Frank and Brentford FC. So, look, in terms of players to watch here, guys, for Everton, Richarlison, man. Listen, he's their talisman. He's the one that makes them tick. If they are to get out of this jam that they're in right now, they're going to need a big performance from Richarlison. I know Pickford has been an inspiration as well, but Richarlison is the go-to man. You see what I'm saying? He could make things happen, and he really needs to make things happen in this game. So, for Brentford, Christian Erickson. The resurrection of Christian Erickson. Literally, man. I love it. I love that Erickson is back in the Premier League. I love that Philippe Coutinho is back in the Premier League as well. The Premier League is a place to be. You see what I'm saying? It is a place to be indeed, man. Listen, love this league. Absolutely love it. And it's nice to see Christian Erickson back. I hope he stays at Brentford and humble himself and just chill and just take it easy. Don't go to another top 6 club or whatnot and then, you don't want to get your blood pressure up, man. You see what I'm saying? Don't get your blood pressure up. Just stay at Brentford and just trickle. You feel me? So, Christian Erickson, player to watch there. Look, so in terms of Everton, a lot of injuries right now. Nathan Patterson, Yerry Mina, Fabian Delph back on the treatment table, and Just Townsend would all miss the game. Ben Godfrey and Danny Van de Beek are returning from injuries, but they are definitely doubtful. So for Brentford, Matthias Jorgensen, better known as Zanka, would be out, while Sergi Cano, Saman Godos, Ethan Pinnock, and Frank Onyeka are recovering from injuries and could feature on the bench, but are indeed doubtful for this one. So in terms of the latest and the greatest here, Everton aim to extend unbeaten run to boost safety bid. A win for 16th place Everton would boost their prospect of avoiding relegation as they lie 2 points ahead above Burnley in 17th and Leeds United in 18th. The Blues have played the same amount of matches as Burnley and won fewer than Leeds. Look, in terms of did you know, Everton can go 4 league matches unbeaten for the first time since their opening 4 fixtures of the season under Rafa Benitez. Remember when they were actually up in, weren't they on top of the table? And we were like, could Everton be winning the title this season? But that seems like a very, very long time ago. The Toffees have won their last 4 home matches against Brentford in all competitions, including a 4-1 victory in the FA Cup this season. Listen, a lot of inspiration is going to be needed from that one. Brentford won the reverse fixture against Everton a goal to nil in November. Their only league double against the Toffees came in their first ever campaign in which the sides met back in 1935-1936. The Bees have had 15 different goal scorers in the Premier League this season, and excluding the 92-93, the only team to have more in the debut campaign in the competition were Bolton Wanderers in 95-96 with 16. Michael Oliver would be in charge of this game. And guys, in terms of my prediction here, man, you see the form guide. Brentford not in bad form. Everton definitely picking form at the right time. They picked up a draw in their last game against Watford, newly promoted and now relegated Watford. And they're coming up against, a Brentford team who are going to fight to the very, very end. They're going to look to finish as high as they could. They're playing some very attractive football with Christian Erickson, guys like Christian Norgard, Vitaly Janelt, Ivan Toney and Mbuemo up top. The swashbuckling fullbacks of, Rico Henry. Look, man, Johan Wissa. Listen, this team, it's been a great season for them. David Raya coming back from injury has definitely been a boost. And I think their backline of Ethan Pinnock, Christopher Aya, and Pontus Janssen, has definitely helped them stay in the Premier League. You need a good defense to actually survive the league. They say you win the title on defense, you also stay in the league on defense. And let's give it up to Thomas Frank and Brentford for the great work they have done indeed. So look, for Everton, they need to keep picking up the points. They really need to keep picking up the points. They're a very unpredictable team right about now. Because if you look back at some of the results, the favorable results that they picked up recently, it was like against the odds. Because they drew 0-0 with Watford, but the win against Chelsea and then the win against Leicester was like, okay, You see what I'm saying? The win against United was like, okay. But then you lost to Burnley. You see? You lost to Burnley. You lost to Wolves. You know what I mean? You got battered by Tottenham. You got beaten by Southampton. So the results have been all over the place for Everton this season, and they are getting the positive results at the right time. I think they will get another good result here. I really think they would. I don't think they'll lose the game, but Brentford are no team to play around with, man. They're no team to, and I don't think right now, I don't see Brentford losing the game. I'm going for a draw. I could see this one ending in a 1-1 draw. Another point for Everton in their quest to survive. A point is a good thing for Everton. They'll go up to 37, which means if one of Burnley or Leeds win their game, they will be level on points with Everton, and Everton won't be able to go into the relegation zone as they have a better goal difference than Leeds United, and could end up getting a better one than Burnley. But if Burnley win, their goal difference would improve. So Everton, they won't be able to finish. They won't be able to go into the relegation zone if they get a point here. 3 points would be better, but I think 1 point would suffice with 2 games left. You see? Because listen, there's no guarantees that Leeds are going to get any from their remaining matches. And I think this is something that could work in Everton's favor. And Burnley as well, I don't see them picking up many more points. So Everton needs to just keep getting points. Keep getting points and you'll be okay for Lampard to see what he got to work with next season. So for Everton, for the Toffees, they do have 2 games left after this. And those games are against Crystal Palace at home and against Arsenal on the road. So it looks inevitable. Their survival looks inevitable. But guys, anything could happen. They're mathematically not safe as yet. So anything could happen. So as for Brentford, who are currently 13th, they could still finish in the top 10 because Leicester in 10th are only 2 points ahead of Brentford. So a win here, and if results, help, go for them in the other games, they could actually go up into the top 10 here. So good season for Brentford. We identified that they would stay up. They did, go into a slump and look like they could be, in a relegation battle, but, they have long put that one to bed. So the final game of the season will be at home against the relegated, threatened Leeds United. So, woo! Next Sunday is going to be a very, 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 very good championship Sunday. I wish I was actually home to do like a watch along and, to talk about all the developments. But look, I'll be, doing a live stream on that Sunday to talk about everything, man. So look, man, I'm going for a draw. Everton will be hoping that I'm wrong and they go on to win the game. But I think a draw is also a very, very good result. So big up to everybody in the stream right now, man. Big up to the Lego dude who said, I think Brentford will finish top 10. Michael Olapido, then he ain't winning anything, baby. What you said? Son needs to leave Tottenham. Yep, I think so too. Son is going to nick that golden boot off Curly Mo. Well, Mo Salah may not take part in the Premier League again this season. Fingers crossed with that one. But Son could definitely go past him. So, big up to Abel in the house as well. Nice to see you guys. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Did you guys actually listen to what I was saying and smash up the thumbs up? We should be closer to 50 thumbs up by now, okay? If we're not closer to 50 thumbs up, I'll be real disappointed. Guys, only 20. Come on, guys. Smash up the thumbs up button, man. What are you guys doing? What are you doing, man? Like up the thing. Anyways, let us keep it moving. We're going to go into the 6th game. We're doing very, very well. Very, very well. I mean, very, very, very well. And we're going to get into this Monday fixture between Newcastle United and the Gunners, Arsenal. This will be a big one. This would indeed be a big game. Newcastle already survived. Arsenal still, fighting for top 10. fighting for top four, Champions League football. They suffered a big setback in their last game against Spurs there as well. So, look, Newcastle, not the best of matches against City, where they lost 5-0. And for Arsenal, the same, a 3-0 loss to Tottenham, their rivals. In terms of the last meeting between Newcastle and Arsenal, the Gunners won the game 2-0. And in the previous, let's say, 8 games in our competition, they have won the game against Newcastle, with there being a 2-1 win for Newcastle back in 2018. Arsenal's record against Newcastle recently has been immaculate, if you ask me. All-time Premier League results: 53 games, 33 wins for the Gunners, 10 draws, and 10 wins for Newcastle. And Newcastle's home record: 26 games, 6 wins, 8 draws, and 12 losses. In terms of the managers here, Mikel Arteta versus Eddie Howe. This will be the 4th meeting, and Arteta has never lost to Eddie Howe. 2 wins and a draw. And against Newcastle, 5 matches, 5 wins. This is absolutely amazing stuff by Arsenal. Amazing, if you ask me. But guys, we know this is a new Newcastle. This is a new Newcastle. Okay? This is a new Newcastle. Just want to put that out there. New owners, new players, new manager, everything, man. So it's not going to be a walk in the park for the Gunners. So guys, in terms of the players to watch here, I'm going to go with Callum Wilson, because he's coming back from injury. He looked good at the back end of the Man City game, and he could definitely be a threat here against Arsenal. I think Arsenal are one of the teams he enjoys playing against, if I'm not mistaken. And for Arsenal, Granit Xhaka. And the reason why I went in for Granit Xhaka is because things could get ugly here. Arsenal have a knack of picking up red cards, and if the game gets cagey enough, I could see Granit Xhaka getting sent off here, because he might be playing a very defensive role, where Arsenal, who are short on defenders right now, may thrust Granit Xhaka into centre-back or something, and it could be a big mistake. So let's keep an eye on Xhaka there in terms of this game. So for Newcastle, Isaac Hayden, John Shelvey, Joe Willock, Federico Fernandez, and Jamal Lewis all out, while Ryan Fraser, recovering from injury, remains doubtful. For Arsenal, they got a defensive crisis right now. Rob Holding is out suspended. Kieran Tierney, Thomas Partey also out, and Gabriel Magalhaes is dealing with some injury, and he's doubtful. If you check their defenders here, look, they only have Ben White, who's not 100%. Magalhaes is suffering from injury. Rob Holding is suspended. Cedric is a right back. They might need to play 3 at the back. Tomiyasu is going to slot in as a centre-back, and we might see Ben White start in this game as well. And that's about it, in terms of their start. Nuno Tavares could, is a left-back as well. So, look, it could be Tomiyasu, Ben White, Cedric, and Nuno Tavares. And that's not the strongest defense, if you ask me. So, Arsenal definitely are going into this game looking very, very, very suspect. So, look, Arsenal hope to stretch Newcastle run into top 4 race. Arsenal go into their penultimate match knowing that 2 victories will guarantee them UEFA Champions League football next season. They lie in 4th place, a point above Tottenham Hotspur, but their North London rivals can leapfrog them on Sunday by avoiding defeat at home to relegation-threatened Burnley. Did you know Arsenal have won 17 of their last 18 Premier League matches against Newcastle, with the exception of a 2-1 defeat at St James's Park in April of 2018. The Gunners have won their last 7 meetings with Newcastle in all competitions without conceding a single goal. The only top-flight side to beat another in more consecutive matches without conceding is Liverpool, with 9 against West Bromwich Albion between 2002 and 2010. Newcastle have won their final home league match in 6 of the last 8 seasons, losing 2, with the 2 exceptions being defeats against Liverpool in 2018-19 and 2019-20. Arsenal have lost their final away league match in just 1 of their last 11 seasons, winning 7 and drawing 3, going down 1-0 to Aston Villa in 2019-20. And Darren England will be in charge of this game. And guys, it brings you to the point where I make my prediction here. Arsenal with a very good recent record against Newcastle. They would have that in their favor. But the injuries are not helping at all. You see what I'm saying? And the momentum could have been actually halted by the loss against Tottenham. Newcastle are not in the best of form right now either, with the 2 losses against table toppers Man City and Liverpool. But if you look around the other sides that they've played, they've done very, very well. But Arsenal are not a team that they like to play whatsoever. But, however, this is going to be a bold one. This is going to be a very, very, very bold prediction. As much as I love to see Arsenal in the Champions League next season, I think the loss to Spurs could definitely be the reason why they don't make it. And Spurs get that spot because Arsenal had to get something from that game. A draw would have been massive for Arsenal, and they lost the game. Allow Tottenham to sneak in and get right behind them by a point. And coming up against a Newcastle team here, with the likes of St. Maximin and Joel Linton and Callum Wilson coming back in the fray, Bruno Guimaraes, these guys are playing some very good football at the moment. Kieran Trippier back fit again. Listen, Arsenal are not winning this game, guys. With the defense that they're going into this match with, they're not winning this game. I cannot see Arsenal winning this game. For Arsenal to win this game, they'll need to outscore Newcastle. And I mean outscore them by like 3-2 or 4-3 or something, because they're going to concede some goals in this game. This Newcastle team ain't playing no games. None at all. None whatsoever. I could see Arsenal losing this game, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Newcastle. It's going to be a rare win against Arsenal, but I could see it happening. I could see it happening. On Monday at St. James's Park, not going to be easy for Arsenal. And this is where they're going to actually flunk out of the top 4 race. They would need Burnley to beat Spurs or to get a draw or something. But even with a draw, Spurs and an Arsenal loss, Spurs will go ahead with 1 game left to play. Arsenal have done it to themselves. 3 losses in a row against Brighton and Crystal Palace and some other team that they're supposed to beat. And then they bounce back against Chelsea United, West Ham, Leeds, and now they should have done better against Tottenham. And I think this will be the reason why they will be playing Europa League most likely next season. Unless they prove me wrong and beat Newcastle. But I'm going to go for a Newcastle win. 2-1 is my prediction. I know you guys weren't expecting that, but yeah, man, I'm going to throw you a curveball there. So for Arsenal, 36 matches, 66 points. 2 wins will guarantee them Champions League football. But as we know, Arsenal, they like to play with the heartstrings of their fans, man. And, you know, and it's going to be a sad song. You see what I'm saying? Definitely going to be a sad song. So they got Newcastle next, and they finish the season off against Everton. And Everton are not going to be an easy team to beat, with them actually still fighting off relegation. So according to what happens on the next match day, we would know how hard Arsenal need to go on that final day. So in terms of Newcastle United, man, listen, kudos to them. I think Eddie Howe should be given manager of the season for what he's done with this team. 43 points, 14th, and listen, they could finish even in the top 10. You see what I mean? If they keep picking up points, Newcastle could finish in the top 10. They were recently in the top 10. So kudos to Eddie Howe on the job he's done with his team. I could see them beating Arsenal, and on the final day they play Burnley. I could see them doing that as well, beating Burnley. So 2 big games in the last 2 games. Look, the last 4 games actually very pivotal. 2 in the title race against Liverpool and Man City, they lost both. But I can't see them losing both against Arsenal and Burnley here. So that'll be it. That's my thoughts. Let me know yours in the chat. All right. Big up to everybody in the stream right now. Look, we have 3 games to talk about. Tottenham, Burnley. We still do have West Ham, Manchester City, and Southampton versus Liverpool. We're doing very, very well. And we are doing, in terms of time, we're doing great as well. So Michael is saying a 2-2 draw. Abel, I'm sure Newcastle will be looking to play spoilers. Indeed, indeed. King Huddle. However, they have Trippier as well. Let me see. Please help us, Newcastle, please. However, they have nothing to play for. They could be on the beach. Nah, man, they want to get top 10. They want to get top 10. Newcastle to take out at least a point. I do agree with that. And what else we got? Big up to the boy, Carl Headley. Ben White must start. Yeah, he must strap it up and start, but you could risk losing him for a very, very long time, though, you know. So, you know, you guys didn't risk him in the last game, and maybe he's not worth risking as yet. Maybe they'll save him for the final match of the season. So, guys, like the video if you haven't yet done so. We'll definitely appreciate that. I don't think you guys have done very well in terms of liking the video today. I don't know what happened, man, if you're scared of the like button or something, but, come on, like up the thing. We need 15 more likes to get to 50. We are doing very, very well on this lovely Saturday evening. So, guys, with that being said, we are definitely going to move on. We just talked about Arsenal, and, of course, it will be the perfect time to talk about them boys from Spurs. Tottenham coming up against Burnley. They have already met this season, and you remember the result. We're going to definitely get to that one. So, look, for Tottenham, they will be at home. And in their last home game, they did defeat Arsenal 3-0. Burnley lost their last game 1-3 versus Aston Villa. Last time these teams met each other, guys, Burnley picked up a 1-0 win at Turf Moor. Do you guys believe it? You better believe it. And that's one of 2 wins in the last 10 against Spurs in all competitions. There's also been 2 draws in the mix as well. So in 15 all-time Premier League matches, 3 wins for Burnley, 3 draws, 9 wins for Spurs. And look, Spurs have a very good home record against Burnley in the Premier League era. 7 matches, 1 draw, and 6 wins. 6 wins. So, good record. Kante versus Mike Jackson for the first time. This will be the first time interim manager Mike Jackson will be coming up against Antonio Kante. Mike Jackson was nominated for Manager of the Month last month as well. And I haven't really looked into who won those awards. I can't even remember, though. You know, I think Cristiano Ronaldo won Player of the Month, and I can't remember any other. It doesn't even matter. I don't even know how Cristiano Ronaldo won Player of the Month, though. It is what it is, man. But, yeah. So, yeah. Antonio Kante versus Burnley. 5 matches, 2 wins, 2 losses, and a draw. Not a very good record against Burnley. Burnley is his bogey team, it seems. But he cannot bogey in this game, or else it means Spurs could miss out on the Champions League, right? So, guys, in terms of players to watch here, for Tottenham, I go for the man. He is Harry Kane. What a player, man. What a player. I saw Harry Kane standing up next to Cedric Suarez in the North London derby. And this man is a giant compared to Suarez. Why Cedric so little? Cedric is so little, man. I was like, God damn. Or maybe Kane is just huge. But listen, he's going to need his presence to be very huge if Spurs are to continue in their winning ways. And I'm telling you, man, listen, Burnley's defense is going to be up for something. And I went for the Burnley defense. Player to watch, all their defenders here, man. All of them that's going to feature. Anybody who features, listen, you're going to be up for it in this game. I think it could be, I don't even know who's going to feature, but Connor Roberts and Nathan Collins have been featuring a lot lately. These guys, you could see them there. Tarkowski dealing with a bit of injury. Ben Mee as well. Charlie Taylor could be there. You know, Matt Lowton is out for the rest of the season. And, no, not Matt Lowton. That's Westwood. But Lowton could feature. But look, they're gonna be in for something, man, because you have Kulusevski, Kane, Son, Mora to come off the bench most likely. Bergwijn. It is a lot. It is a lot to deal with. So, players to watch, the entire Burnley defense for me. So, guys, in terms of player availability here for Spurs, Jaffa Tanganga, Sergio Reguilon, and Matt Dougherty would be out, along with Oli Skip, while Christian Romero, the Argentina defender, is actually a doubt. He missed the last game, and he wasn't really missed because Davinson Sanchez stepped in and did the job. So for Burnley, Matej Vieira, Ashley Westwood, and Johan Berg Goodmanson would be out, while Ben Mee, Jay Rodriguez, and James Tarkowski are recovering from injuries but are doubtful. So in terms of the insights here, can Kane claim Sunday goal record to fire Spurs into fourth? A home win would lift Tottenham 2 points above Arsenal into fourth place and lay down the marker for the North London rivals who visit Newcastle on Monday evening. An away victory would prove a major boost for Burnley's hopes of staying in the Premier League. They're lying in 17th place, 2 behind 16th place Everton, and level on points with Leeds United, who have played one match more than the Clarets and have a far inferior goal difference. Did you know Tottenham Hotspur striker Harry Kane is the Premier League's all-time highest goal scorer in matches played on Sunday with 69 goals? If he scores here, he would be the first player in the competition's history to score 70-plus goals on 2 different days of the week, having scored 70 in Saturday matches. Burnley are looking to complete their first league double over Spurs since 1974-75, which was also the last campaign in which they beat them away from home. Maxwell Cornet is Burnley's top scorer in the Premier League this season, with his 8 goals more than double any other player has netted for the Clarets. He is 2 goals away from becoming the 4th Ivorian to net at least 10 times in his debut Premier League campaign after Didier Drogba in a 4-5, Aruna Kone in 2012-13, I think he was with Everton if I'm not mistaken, and Wilfried Bony in 2013-14, I think that was with Swansea City. Man City did go on to buy Boney and didn't really work out at all. So Pep got rid of Boney real quick. So Spurs unbeaten in their last 9 home league matches against Burnley, winning 8 and drawing 1. Winning the last 3 by an aggregate of 10-0. Kevin Friend will be in charge. And guys, in terms of my prediction here, look, man, I don't see any other result happening here right about now. With the form that Spurs are in right now, 3-1 victory for Tottenham. 3-1. I'm not even going to lollygag and go down any kind of rabbit hole here. Burnley are getting their ass beaten in this game. Kane, Son, Kulusevski, in that ass. But look, at the same time, Spurs are a team that could go and flunk and lose. You know what I mean? So in the same breath that I say that they're going to blow Burnley away, they could well lose this game or draw this game and mess up their top 4 hopes. But I think with Antonio Conte, he means business right now. And the way he has his team playing, the game plan and everything has worked across the last couple games. So look at the form. Look at the form. Spurs unbeaten in their last 4, right? A draw to Brentford, winning against Leicester, drawing against high-flying Liverpool, and smashing Arsenal. While for Burnley, they were in good form, but a setback against Aston Villa could see them falling by the wayside again against Tottenham here. And look, as I mentioned, man, look, other results could help Burnley. They're outside the relegation zone in 17th right now. Leeds United in 18th could lose and keep losing, and Burnley may not even need to win another game and they could stay up. Maybe Mike Jackson has done enough to help the Clarets stay in the league. It's left to be seen. It is left to be seen. For Burnley, the final league game will be against, well, they do have 2 more games, one against Aston Villa this Thursday and another against Newcastle come Championship Sunday. As for Tottenham, man, they have some easy fixtures to end the season. And if they don't go on to win both these games, they do not deserve to get Champions League football. They play Burnley and then they play Norwich. They should win both the games. But guys, you know, Premier League, it doesn't work like that. It really doesn't. So let's see what happens, man. But I think Spurs may go on to pick up all 6 points. For Arsenal, they might not get all 6 points, and Spurs could sneak in ahead of Arsenal in terms of the Champions League places there. So big up to each and everybody in the stream right about now. Appreciate it. Cooley is ill, unlikely to play. All right, that's a late development there. Food poisoning. but Lucas Moura could easily step in, or Steven Bergwijn, and get the job done there. So, yeah, appreciate everybody in the house right now, man. Oh my God, this is not... Andrew Simons died? Wow, he was one of my favorite Australian cricketers, man. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable, man. I hate that shit, man. I just hate when people, die in car accidents like that, man. Damn. Oh my God. Simons dies in car crash, age 46. Damn. Damn, man. This is crazy. And he was one of the best Australian players back in his day, I think he's black. He looks black. He's one of the black, you don't see black guys play for Australia. He's probably mixed Aboriginal or something, I don't know. But, wow. This is sad. This is sad. This is sad. Guys, I'm a big cricket fan, though. You know what I'm saying? I used to play cricket. I haven't played in 5 years, but this is really, really sad, man. You know what I'm saying? But thanks for the news there. Thanks for the update. Shane Warne recently passed away. A few other cricketers as well. You know what I mean? So, is what it is, man. Cricket definitely lost another great. So, let's get back to proceedings. Big up to everybody in the house, man. Big up to King Huddle for dropping that news there. Touched me. Really, really touched me, though. But we have more work to do. We have more work to do, though. So, yeah. Throw me off a bit, though. But, look. 2 big games. Title race, guys. Title race. West Ham City. Southampton versus Liverpool. Let's touch on the West Ham versus Manchester City clash before we get into the Liverpool-Southampton game. And I'm going to leave that one for last. Liverpool, fresh off winning the FA Cup. They deserve that today. Indeed. So, yeah. Big game. Big game. West Ham, the London Stadium versus Manchester City. West Ham 4, Norwich 0 in their last game. Man City 5, Wolves 1 in their last. In terms of the last meeting between the Hammers and the Citizens, Man City won the game 2-1. They also met in the 4th round of this season's Carabao Cup, where West Ham dismissed City on penalties by 5-3. And Man City also beat West Ham 2-1 before that. That was last season. So the last time West Ham actually picked up a victory in the Premier League against Manchester City, you gotta go back a little bit. You know what? I'm gonna pull up that information for you right now. You actually gotta go all the way back to 2015. A 2-1 victory for West Ham United when both teams still had their old crests. It's been a while. So that victory in the AFL Cup was, probably, very, very sweet for the Hammers, as they have been losing to City time and time again. So, look. All-time matches. I'm going to give you all-time from what we have here. Dating all the way back. Maybe what I have on record here, 1958, there might be matches further back, but you know what? I'm not even going to get into that. I don't want to give you guys wrong information, because I've learned the hard way in the past. Let's stick to the Premier League results. So, 41 games, 9 wins for West Ham, 7 draws, 25 wins for Manchester City. At home, West Ham do have 7 wins in 20 games, 8 losses, and 5 draws. So, their record has definitely been very, very good at home. The more positive results have come at home. So, if they have to get anything, it's going to be at home. But the recent results, not very, very good. David Moyes against Pep, 11 games, 1 win, 2 draws, 8 L's. And the inverse of those results for Pep, with 8 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. Against West Ham, 11 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss. And for Moyes against Manchester City, 35 games, 14 wins, 5 draws, and 16 losses. So, against all odds, West Ham has to do it, man. You know, it's not going to be easy. So, guys, in terms of players to watch here, for West Ham United, Jarrod Bowen, man, over 10 goals and 10 assists this season. What a player. What a player. I even realized he was a very good player when he was at Hull City. And how I discovered Jarrod Bowen, I was actually doing an FA Cup preview where I went through all the teams and I did a thorough, review of every FA Cup game. And Jarrod Bowen was actually on fire, and when he was brought in by West Ham, I wasn't surprised. So he's a player to watch. He could definitely hurt Manchester City in that game. Kevin De Bruyne is a player to watch for Man City because, listen, I think he's the best player in the league. And without him, I think, we look a bit suspect at times. So we could win without him. We've done it a lot of times this season. But listen, I'd rather have Kevin De Bruyne in the team than not have him in the team. You see what I'm saying? So, coming off a four-goal haul in the last game there against Wolves, it would be crazy if he bags about 2 more. To just keep those numbers going up and looking a lot better. So, in terms of West Ham here, for team news, Angelo Ogbonna remains out, while Craig Dawson, Said Benrahma, and Mikel Antonio are recovering from injuries or struggling with injuries and could be doubtful for this game. For Man City, they do have a mini injury crisis on their hands right now. Kyle Walker, John Stones, and Ruben Diaz all listed as ruled out, while for Laporte, he's a doubt. Fernandinho is a doubt as well, and the defense is actually non-existent right now. Look, it's a test for City. It's a test of City's character in this game. And with Walker, Diaz, Stones out, it means that Nathan Ake, not fully fit, would have to start this game. I don't know what Pep's going to do. I don't know if Laporte's going to be fit enough for this game. And I haven't got time to watch the press conference as yet, but Laporte is a doubt. But Ake has to start. I could see Zinchenko starting as well, and Cancelo at right back. Another option could be one of the youngsters. CJ Egan-Riley seems to be the player that Pep would trust the most. Luke Mbete or Joshua Wilson-Esbran. Mbete I've seen, Egan-Riley I've seen. I haven't seen enough of Esbran. But look, we have a problem here. We got a problem. When they break on a counter, they're going to be a problem. See what I'm saying? Rodri might have to slot into to center back. You see what I'm saying? It might be Rodri and Ake. Might be a makeshift defense. And the only saving grace for City is that they play with the ball most of the time. And if they manage to keep the ball for, let's say, 70% of the time, I think that could be a way where they could dominate the game by just outscoring the opponent. Even though I think West Ham may get a few goals in this game, Man City would have to outscore West Ham in order to get a win, a positive result. So, look, in terms of insights here, let's not jump the gun with the prediction yet. Man City's goal rush to move them closer to the title, and a victory would leave Man City within a point of winning their 8th top-flight title. They're 6th in the Premier League and they're 4th in the last 5 seasons. West Ham United, meanwhile, are hoping to leapfrog Man United into 6th place. David Moyes' side currently sits 7th, 3 points behind the Red Devils with 2 matches remaining and a match in hand. Did you know Man City have become the first team in English top-flight history to win 5 consecutive league matches by a margin of at least 3 goals? West Ham won their last Premier League match against the league leaders, West Ham won their last Premier League match against the league leaders, defeating Chelsea 3-2 in December, right? Team was on top of the table, basically what they're saying. They have not won consecutive such matches since doing a double over Manchester United in 06-07. Meanwhile, they have not beaten two different teams at the top of the table in a campaign since 1982-83, Liverpool and Man United. Man City's Raheem Sterling has been involved in 14 goals in 16 Premier League matches against West Ham, with 8 goals and 6 assists, more than he had versus any other side. 9 of these have come in 5 appearances at the London Stadium, where he has produced 4 goals and 5 assists, including a hat-trick in August of 2019. And last but not least, the Hammers have scored in all 18 of their Premier League home matches this season. Only twice have they managed to score in 100% of their home matches across the entire league season, doing so in the 80-81 in the second tier and 1926-27 in the top flight. Anthony Taylor would be in charge of this game. And guys, in terms of my prediction for this one, man, look, most recent meetings, Man City, a draw here, City, just dominating West Ham. The form tells a lot as well. Man City dominating against their opponents. Look at that. 3-0, 5-1, 4-0, 5-0, 5-1. That's dominance. That is dominance. For West Ham, however, they were distracted by the Europa League and they suffered in terms of their results, or else they would have been above Manchester United in a Europa League spot or maybe fighting for the Champions League. They bounced back with a big 4-0 win against Norwich, but that's only Norwich City. Look, both City and West Ham right now are struggling in terms of their defense, with Zuma struggling with injury, Dawson as well. You know what I mean? Agbana has been out. Guys like Kufal has been on the sidelines from time to time. Guys like Masuaku and Fredericks. So it's going to be a test. It's going to be a test. They do play 3 at the back a lot, so they could always slot in, a couple fullbacks in there and have the, players available. But for City, we ain't got nobody in defense. You see what I'm saying? And this could be an Achilles heel for us in this game. This is a huge game. This is definitely a huge game. The penultimate game of the season. Last away match. And it's a must-win game. I don't think a draw would be a good result, because Liverpool, if this game draws, it would give Liverpool the impetus to go on Tuesday and win their game and come, very, very close to City. So, look, I don't see us losing the game. I think this one is going to be a tense match. There could be a twist, or there may not be any twist. But the way Man City play and their form and everything, they would depend on the fact that they hold possession for most of the game, and the attack has been very, very good. In terms of who's going to start, I can't tell you who, because Pep is very unpredictable when it comes to that. Could be anybody, man. Jesus, Mahrez, all these guys, have not been, featuring a lot in the last couple of games, but we could see them. Jesus is linked to Arsenal as well, so you could see him playing his last couple of games, or maybe City would not want to risk Jesus before they sell him. You see what I'm saying? So that's something. There's Phil Foden, there's Grealish, there's Sterling. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of players available. Bernardo, he has not been featured in the last couple of games as well. Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne. There's a lot of players available for Man City to put out there and get a victory. I think City's going to win the game, but I could see this being a high scorer 4-2 win for Manchester City. 4-2. And I mean, when I say 4-2, this could be a tense match where it's 2-2 at one point, or West Ham could be ahead and Man City get back in the game and then go ahead. But this won't be an easy match for City. It just might be. It just might be. But I'm not predicting it to be an easy game. But I think we would win the game, and it would definitely give us an edge going in the final match day to go on to win the title. I know Liverpool fans will be watching this game tomorrow in their West Ham jerseys. You know what I'm saying? They'll call up a West Ham friend and say, hey, man, lend me a jersey. You know what I mean? I'll give it back, or may not give it back. Or they'll find something claret and blue, put it on, and back for the Hammers. Could definitely see that happening. So I think City's going to win, though. They're going to score a lot of goals. but they may concede one or few. So 4-2 to City, and that would actually take Man City's point tally into the 90s and would only need one more point to clinch the title. So, yeah, man. Yeah, I love this team so much, man. That's my team, man. That's my team, man. I'm proud of the guys. I'm really proud of the guys. I wish it would have been smoother, but I'm glad we had a little title race here to make things interesting all the way until the last match day. So for City, they play the final game at home at the Etihad against Aston Villa. So I'm hoping to end up winning the title and not dealing with any twists and turns when it comes to the Premier League title, because I wouldn't be able to stand the Liverpool fans rubbing a domestic treble or a quadruple in my face. You see what I mean? Can't deal with that at all. So, big up to Michael Olapito, who's saying a 3-3 draw. Okay, all right, high scoring draw. I see you wishing and hoping. I see you. But yeah, man, the record speaks for itself. City should go on to win this game against West Ham United. So, for West Ham, it's going to be a tough finish to the season. They are 7th. They would want to hold on to at least the Conference League spot. But ideally for them, they do have a better goal difference than Manchester United. And they won't want to lose badly against City, because even if they lose this game, they will go into the last game against Brighton needing to win. And if they win and United lose, West Ham could knock United down into the Conference League. Even with a positive result against Man City, it's all in West Ham's hands. 2 wins would actually get them in the Europa League and put United in the Conference League. But I'm just hoping they don't win 2 of their last 2 games. They play me. They could win the last one, but hopefully they don't pull off something against City. If there's any team to do it, it's going to be West Ham United. They've beaten Chelsea, they've beaten United, they've beaten Liverpool, they've beaten Man City this season. And even though it's not in the league, they still managed to do that. You could beat Sevilla in the Europa League. Listen, kudos to you, man. Kudos to you. So, guys, it brings us to the final match today. And that game is Southampton Liverpool. And I was actually going to do this live stream yesterday, but I had to wait until the FA Cup final was played. And I'm actually happy I did that, so I could actually include any of the developments or, and all the good stuff that we found out during the game and, included into this preview. And before we even, talk about the Southampton Liverpool match, let's go to the FA Cup final. And look, it's fireworks, man. Fireworks galore. Congratulations, indeed, to Liverpool FC for winning their second trophy this season, being the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. And crazy enough that both finals finished 0-0, went to penalties, and in dramatic fashion, Liverpool won both. So it's crazy, but yeah, it did happen. It did happen, man. So in terms of this game, man, I think it could have went anyway, because both teams had their moments. Liverpool started the game very, very well. Chelsea came back. Liverpool should have scored, but they didn't. Chelsea came back with a few chances. I think Pulisic should have scored. Lukaku had a couple look-ins. Marcos Alonso should have scored, and none of them did. You see what I'm saying? None of them did. And 0-0 at halftime, Liverpool suffered a setback. Salah had to go off. Alisson dealt with a bit of injury problem as well, but he stayed on. But Salah's loss was not detrimental at the end of the day. But in the grand scheme of things, it could be. But that's for another day. That is for another day. So Chelsea came back well in the second half, and I was like, damn, Chelsea, you mean business. Liverpool giving them the reprieve in the first half and then allowing them to grow in stature during the game. Chelsea just didn't take their chances. Lukaku held up the ball well on a few occasions, grappled and fought with Van Dijk and Konate. I think, he did an okay job, but wasn't effective enough. Was not effective enough at all. I think Chelsea would do their missed chances. Alonso, Pulisic, and these guys should have took their chances. They didn't. And Liverpool fought back into the game. They hit the post twice through Luis Diaz. I think Luis Diaz was very good on the day. I think he was one of Liverpool's best players on the day. And he has been, I have to say, probably their best player since he signed. See what I'm saying? He's been the talisman. He's been making things happen. When Mane is quiet, when Jota is quiet, it's Luis Diaz who's making things happen. So give it up to him, man. Andy Robertson hit the post as well. Marcos Alonso hit the post on the other side. There was a couple chances. Pulisic didn't, Kante came on, looked good. You know what I mean? So Edward Mendy, I think, looked good in the game. Alisson with a couple big saves. So, look, well poised, 0-0 all the way to 120 minutes. None of the teams blinked during the full 120 minutes, but we know one of those had to do so in the penalty shootout. So if you check the stats, guys, it's pretty even. Look, you check the stats, you think I'm lying? 10 shots, 2 on target. Liverpool 17 shots, 2 on target. The possession almost even. Passing stats and everything. Fouls, corners, everything pretty even. But what was not even was the penalty shootout. And if we go down to the penalty shootout here, we had first takers, Alonso and Milner scoring theirs. Then Azpilicueta missing. Thiago scoring. Reece James and Firmino scoring. Ross Barkley, former Evertonian, scoring. Trent Alexander-Arnold scoring. And then when Sadio Mane, I think Jorginho scored first. And then Sadio Mane stepped up and had his save. That was the 5th penalty. And if Mane had scored, it would not have gone to sudden death. It went to sudden death. Ziyech scored. Jota scored. And then Mason Mount missed his kick. And then Constantino Simica stepped up with nerves of steel, ice water flowing through his veins. And he dispatched and celebrated like a madman. So, Tsimikas, man, look, I got to give it to Tsimikas. I called him an average player when he was signed, and I'm telling you, he's way above average lately. Way above average. 6'5" is the verdict there, and I thought it was actually, let me see. I thought it was 4, but it's 6'5", yeah, 6'5" for Liverpool on penalties, and look, at the end of the day, well deserved. Well deserved. I think any team who had won would have deserved it, but Liverpool were more dominant, and Chelsea, given an opportunity to get back in the game, did not take that opportunity. So give it up to Alisson as well. Pulled off that save from Mason Mount, and Azpilicueta hit the bar. They weren't very good in terms of their penalty taking. I'm surprised that we didn't see Timo Werner on the field. So Liverpool, man. I think, for a second when Mane missed, I thought Chelsea were going to win it. But Liverpool did not buckle in terms of Jota and Tsimikas. And they got the victory, man. So, second domestic cup this season. It's crazy that Klopp never got past the quarterfinals before this season. And he went on to win both of them. It just shows when you put in a little effort and when you show the Cups respect, the Cups would respect you back and say, hey, man, you could have me. You could have me, man. Take me. And that is indeed what happened this season. Liverpool had to get past City to win this one. And they got some help from West Ham in the EFL Cup. And they also knocked out Chelsea. So, look, Liverpool definitely clinch a place in next season's Community Shield. All right, so most likely will be Liverpool, Man City in the Community Shield again. So let us see. That'll be a big curtain raiser for the season. Congratulations to Liverpool. Hard luck to Chelsea and Thomas Tuchel. Tuchel have definitely lost back-to-back FA Cup finals. And Chelsea, they have lost the last 3 FA Cup finals against Arsenal, against Leicester, and now against Liverpool. And astonishingly, they have lost 5 out of the last 6 FA Cup finals, which is absolutely insane. And one of those were against United, and the other I think was against Manchester City, if I'm not mistaken. And the odd final that they didn't make was when Man City defeated Watford 6-0 in the final. So yeah, kudos to Liverpool for winning, but Chelsea, bad luck, man. Bad luck in the FA Cup. I don't know what is going on with them and the FA Cup, their record here. They've won it quite a few times, and they have a lot of history there. Late 90s, I mean, in the 2000s, and they've dominated in terms of getting to the final lately, but just can't seem to get over the finish line. So look, anything else to add here? I think that's about it. We could get into a lot more stats and everything. Jurgen Klopp completed the haul by winning the Premier League, FA Cup, Champions League, Club World Cup, Super Cup, and of course the Carabao Cup. So give it up to Jurgen Klopp, who became the first German manager to win the Emirates FA Cup as well. And Tuchel could have gotten that accolade, but of course it's Klopp that went on to do the business. So congratulations to Liverpool. They played well all season to get to the final of every possible cup and to play every possible game there is to be played this season, with the exception of the Community Shield, of course. But, give it up to Liverpool, man. Give it up to Liverpool. Credit. Kudos to the Reds. The season could have been, I think, a failure if they did not win the FA Cup and don't go on to win the league and don't win the Champions League. But right now, it seems like sky's the motherfucking limit. Anyways, look, what we're going to do, we're going to get into the next game, man. So look, for Chelsea, they did play a match week 37 fixture against United where they ended that game in a 1-1 draw. So no Chelsea for match week 37, okay? So we're going to go back to the Premier League. We're going to go back to the Premier League here, and we're going to preview this game. So let's go back, and let's talk Southampton versus Liverpool, all right? Let's segue back. This is a Liverpool session here, okay? Liverpool session. Show some respect. We're going to show some respect for the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup winners. It's crazy. You see, as I mentioned, when you show respect, you get back respect. I cannot believe when Man City won 4 Carabao Cup titles in a row, all I heard on my channel was Mickey Mouse Cup. Klopp even wanted to say they get rid of that competition. That competition is useless. Now you won it. You see what I'm saying? Now you see how good it feels? You see how good it feels to win these cups? It feels good. Told y'all didn't listen. It feels damn good to win these cups. Okay? Anyways, man, gotta finish on some high energy here. Look, Southampton versus Liverpool for the 46th time in the Premier League era. Last game, Brentford 3, Southampton 0 for Liverpool. Aston Villa 1, Liverpool 2. And the FA Cup final, 0-0 against Chelsea, and 6-5 on penalties. So, yeah, congratulations again. In terms of the last meeting here, Liverpool defeated Southampton 4-0. And before that, 2-0. But Southampton did pick up a victory the last time the teams met at St. Mary's Park, which, they would need to draw some inspiration from. But before that, it was all wins for Liverpool and a single drawback in 2017 in terms of their last 10. So Southampton with only 2 positive results in their last 10 against the Reds. And Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp has definitely dominated against Southampton. So this would be his 17th meeting against Southampton. 9 wins, 4 losses, and 3 draws in all competitions against Hassan Hooter. 8th game, he has won 6 and lost 1. That one that came last season when Hassan Hooter defeated Liverpool for the first time in the 7 matches in the first 6 matches he's played against them, and he cried tears of joy, only to go on to have a horrendous ending to his season. Survived, but the results were very, very bad. So look, Hassan Hooter versus Klopp. These managers met a few times. I think in Germany, maybe just one time in Germany, when Klopp was in charge of Dortmund and Hassan Hooter was in charge of a lower league German team called VfR Allen. So Hassan Hooter didn't meet Klopp when he was at RB Leipzig because Klopp was already at Liverpool. So most of their meetings is in the Premier League. So Hassan Hooter and Southampton would be hoping to catch Liverpool fatigued from 120 minutes played in the FA Cup final. Remember that, guys. Remember that is a factor, though. Remember that is a factor. 45 all-time Premier League matches, 11 wins for Southampton, 24 for Liverpool, 10 games have ended in draws. So, look, in terms of players to watch here, man. Players to watch. For Southampton, their captain, their talisman, James Ward-Prowse, man. The best free kick taker in the league, in my opinion. And maybe in the opinion of many other people. So, they would need him on the money. And if they get a couple set pieces, they would need him to actually put them in the back of the net. 1 or 2 in the back of the net. We know he's capable, right? We definitely know he's capable. For Liverpool, man, listen. The hottest player at Liverpool right about now, Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz, the Colombian international, has definitely hit the ground running in the Premier League and in the red kit or the McDonald's kit or that, nice little retro classic Reebok looking kit there. Luis Diaz, what a player. What a freaking player, man. I saw him at Porto and I knew he was good, and he has definitely not disappointed in the red of Liverpool. Could you imagine that this guy was about to sign for Tottenham? Ha! What a decision. I told you guys, everything boils down to decision making, all right? So let's see if Luis Diaz inspire Liverpool to a league double against Southampton this season. So look, in terms of player availability here for Southampton, only Valentino Livramento is listed as ruled out. There may be a couple players not featuring because of niggles and illness, but for now, Valentino Livramento. For Liverpool, where their injury table has been pretty empty lately, they had a couple setbacks. Fabinho would miss this game along with Mo Salah, came off injured in the FA Cup final, and Virgil van Dijk is doubtful, and I doubt Klopp would actually risk him against Southampton. An out of form Southampton where he has the likes of Gomez, Matip, and Konate he could all pair up, right? So no need to risk. No need to risk a Van Dijk. And the same goes for Salah. Look, for Liverpool, I do think they might actually go in with a Firmino, Jota, and the Luis Diaz front three and give Mane a little bit of rest along with Salah. You see what I'm saying? There's always Divock Origi who could feature as well. So Liverpool got a lot of options, man. They got a lot of options and they could afford to rotate. I know the priority right now would be the Champions League, and Liverpool wouldn't want to, throw everything at it, especially if Man City get a favorable result against West Ham, so yeah, that's in terms of play availability there. So it's going to be a tricky game. It's indeed going to be a tricky game for Liverpool in terms of selection, but Klopp has proven that he's the man with the plan and he's going to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, in terms of the latest and the greatest here, can Saints ruin Liverpool's title bid with another home win? Did you know Southampton won this exact fixture 1-0 last season? The last one consecutive home league matches against Liverpool between March of 2004 and March of 2013. 3 in a row. So, Liverpool have won 8 of their last 9 league matches against Southampton, netting at least twice in each victory. Liverpool have won 7 of their 8 midweek Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday Premier League matches this season, losing 1. However, one of their 2 defeats overall in the competition this term came on a Tuesday versus Leicester. So Southampton's 8 Premier League home wins over Liverpool have been won by 8 different managers. All right, we're not going to get into those managers right now. The last Saints manager to win consecutive home league matches against Liverpool was Chris Nicholl in 1989, 1990, and 1990-91. Martin Atkinson would be in charge of this game. And guys, in terms of my prediction for this one, okay, Southampton, let's take a look at the form. You know, Liverpool have been picking up victories and they've done well against Southampton recently, barring the loss last season. Look at the form. Southampton are not in good form at all. 3-0 loss to Brentford, 2-1 loss to Crystal Palace, drew to Brighton. I think Brighton came back from being 2-0 down to draw that game, and they lost to Burnley. Last win coming against Arsenal. But for the Reds, they have been in imperious form, and we know they're one of the best teams in the league, attack, defense, and they're just a force to be reckoned with. Fresh off the FA Cup win, it could be a problem where they went 120 minutes and fatigue would be in the legs of the players, but this would be the perfect game for Liverpool to rotate. We saw Liverpool rotate against Aston Villa, suffered an early setback, but fought back in the game by, you know, bringing players off the bench and affecting the match. And we could see the same here again for the Reds. Look, Van Dijk not fit, Salah not fit, Fabinho not fit, Andy Robertson with a lot in his legs as well. Tsimikas should start this game. And I would definitely see Konate going in. Konate is not a player you really want to, play a lot as well, because he's had a torrid injury history at Leipzig. So maybe this is the perfect game to play Matip and Gomez together and give Konate a bit of rest for the weekend game and the Champions League final. You see what I'm saying? Or maybe Konate will be up for it. Maybe he's stronger, better, faster as we speak. But I think it would be an ideal game for Gomez and Matip. And at right back, maybe Klopp would rest. Maybe it's an ideal game to rest Trent as well and play Milner. Who knows? You see what I mean? When I saw the 11 versus Aston Villa, I was like, whoa, Villa got a chance here. But Liverpool bounced back. I think Curtis Jones could feature in this game. We haven't seen Oxlade-Chamberlain in a long time. I don't see him playing. Naby Keita is a player you got to watch his workload as well. So who knows? You might just see Oxlade-Chamberlain. You know, Thiago, Henderson. You got to watch the workload of these players. The front three I think will be fine. As I mentioned, it could be Jota, Firmino, and Luis Diaz. Well, Luis Diaz is a machine right now. He's a machine. He's going to keep going. Alisson in goal. Or maybe, who knows? Maybe you see Keller. Who knows? But according to the result, I think it's according to how Klopp would play his set up his team. Southampton are going to go for it. You know, they have some threats with Ward-Prowse, Che Adams, Stuart Armstrong, Amanda Brozier, and these guys could be a problem. Kyle Walker-Peters as well. But I don't see Liverpool losing the game, even if they rotate. I could see them scraping another win, a goal to nil. 1-0. Scrappy 1-0 win. All winning by 1 goal. So that's my prediction. 1-0 to Liverpool FC, who are currently second in the league, and they sit 3 points behind Manchester City and would need results to go their way. They need City to drop points. But if you check the last couple of results, you really can't depend on Man City to drop points. Last team City dropped points against was Liverpool, right? So yeah, man. Yeah, it's going to be tough. It is going to be tough. 86 points, a 3-point gap separate the two teams. If City go up to 90 and Liverpool go up to 89, then they're going to need Aston Villa to get something and for them to win their last game. So Liverpool are still in with a shout to win the league title. And as I mentioned, it's harsh. It is really harsh for Liverpool because they have been so good. But Manchester City have been much better. It's crazy. It is crazy though. It is crazy, man. How good a team could be, but there's just another team who's just better in the league. You see what I'm saying? It is amazing. It is amazing. Two great teams, man. Two great teams. But maybe people say City ain't that great because they ain't winning the Champions League. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what it is. But it is what it is, man. Two great teams in my opinion. So, guys, it's 11:05 local time for Southampton. Day of 15. They got 40 points. Look, I think they'll survive with 40 points. But there's also a situation where they may not survive with 40 points, okay? There's a situation. They'll survive. They survive. I think with the last Leeds result, it secured Southampton's safety. Because Leeds cannot finish above Southampton. They can't. Southampton are good. Leeds cannot finish above Southampton. So Southampton are safe with 40 points. So that's what 40 points give you, safety. But if Leeds had picked up a good result against Chelsea in the last game, or pick up anything in the last 3 games, it could have been, a different story. So for Southampton, the final league match will be against Leicester City. So that's pretty much a dead rubber with, possession being the only thing played for in that game. So we're going to see Hassan Hooter in charge again next year as he look to build. Serbian billionaire investing in the club, and they look not to be a selling club. Maybe they could bring Oxlade-Chamberlain back into their team, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Look, that's my prediction, a 1-0 win for Liverpool, and that's my preview. It took me 2 hours, 11 minutes. Big up to the boy Obina, 199 super chats. Congratulations on yet another title, okay? Appreciate the super chat though. Michael Olapida with a 3-1 win. Big up to Angel Abel in the house. Appreciate you, man, coming through once again. Thanks for all the support on all the videos. Owen Dilworth, long time subscriber as well. Appreciate everybody in the house, man. Mark Levinson. Lewandowski's last game for Bayern. He's set to join Barcelona. Yeah, I've read that. Guys, we're going to get into some transfer business on Monday, though. I'm going to prep something for the transfer talk on Monday. I'm going to go live on Monday. And we're going to talk some transfers like we did last week, man. So every week or multiple times a week, I want to do the transfer videos as well. And put out various clips for you guys to enjoy. So, look, man. I don't know if my wife hit me up for me to pick her up yet. But what we got? 11:08. She ain't hit me up yet. But I've been talking for 2 hours. You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do, guys, let's take a look at what's going on around the leagues, man. Really quick. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy at all. So, let's take a look at what the championship looks like. And this is what the championship looks like, guys. Fulham promoted, and they have won the championship title. Congratulations to Fulham. Let's see if they play Alex Mitrovic when they come back. You know what I'm saying? That's been a blunder of theirs, not giving Mitrovic any time. And let's see. Look, we're not talking Premier League anymore. So what we're going to do, let's change the background. You know what I'm saying? Let's change the background to nice fiery design there. Like, guys, if you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you do so. Appreciate you guys, each and every one of y'all, 100%, man. Match week 37, the preview. We only got one more match preview to go. We have 45 likes, guys. 5 more likes to get to 50. Let's make it happen. If you're watching a replay right now, thank you very much for tuning in. Bournemouth promoted Scott Parker. Big up yourself, man. He was the manager of Fulham last time around, and he's back with Bournemouth. So the playoffs are Huddersfield, Nottingham Forest, Sheffield, and Luton Town. I think we'll What are we going to see? Huddersfield versus Luton, Nottingham versus Sheffield. I think that's what it is, right? So, yeah. So, Luton Town. Whoa! The semi-finals already started? I didn't know that. I didn't even know that. The semi-finals started. God damn. What rock am I sleeping under these days? Monday, 2:45. Ooh. I think there's a Premier League match on Monday. Damn, if I have time, I would love to do a watch along for these games because I do have access to the championship on ESPN Plus. So look, let's take a look at these games, man. Luton Town 1, Huddersfield 1. Sonny Bradley in the 30th minute, Daniel Sinani in the 12th. Okay, look, let's take a look at the lineups. Let me see if I see any recognizable names here. I don't know these players. Henry Lansbury. I could remember Aston Villa bought him. And he's now at Luton Town. Yeah, I don't know any of these players, man. I think I know this guy, Cornick. I think his name is Harry Cornick, I think. Yeah, I don't know these guys like that. But Huddersfield. Let me see if anybody left back from the last Huddersfield team that was in the league. Yes, Hogg. Jonathan Hogg. And I think that's it. This guy Dan Potts has been with Luton for a while though. Robert Snodgrass plays for Luton these days. Wow. Let me see who else. I think there's a guy by the name of Mpanzu that plays for Luton. He's probably injured right now, but he's been around for some time as well. Carol Eiting, that's a former Ajax player I could remember. Let me see. Tino Angerin, that's a Chelsea loanee. Jamal Blackman, that's a former Liverpool goalkeeper, right? Yeah, I think so. Chelsea, not Liverpool. Chelsea. So he's a tall motherfucker. So 6'6", yeah. So 1-1, man. Guys, in terms of the managers, Huddersfield, Nigel Jones, I think his name is, if I'm not mistaken. Nathan Jones, goddamn, pardon me. Nathan, I don't know these guys like that, man. And let me see. Corberan for Huddersfield. Nathan Jones for Luton Town, Corberan for Huddersfield. So I don't know these guys very well. Sheffield United 1, Nottingham Forest 2. So Forest has the edge going into the final leg. Sanderberg. Big up to Sanderberg, man. Big up to Sanderberg. Sad that he's in the championship, but Norwegian quality player. Jack Colback in the 10th. Brennan Johnson is definitely a player to watch. I could see Forest making the cut in the Premier League, man. So I would like to see a new team in the Premier League. Seriously. And Forest, new team. Forest haven't been in the league for some time. I'd like to see them in there. So let me see what's going on here for Sheffield. Who's around? Basham, Egan, Robinson, Ender Stevens, Osborne, Oliver, John Fleck. It's pretty much the same team. Morgan Gibbs-White, unknown from Wolves. Ndiaye, pretty much the same Sheffield team that got relegated. While Sam Surridge, formerly of Bournemouth, Brennan Johnson, these guys are very good, man. Jed Spence, I don't know this. Steve Cook, I think that's Steve Cook. Yeah, Steve Cook, formerly of Bournemouth. Yeah, man. Yeah. Bree Samba, give it up to Bree Samba as well. So Keenan Davis, Aston Villa man, in the team. Ethan Hobart, the American as well. Richie Larea, the Canadian, could be in the Premier League as well, man. So there's some names that I know. Ben Davies, the Liverpool loanee. George Baldock as well. So yeah. Anyways, man, that's what the championship looks like, guys. I really didn't know the playoffs started, but another interesting league is the Serie A, man. Is the Serie A. Let's take a look at the Serie A and what's going on over there. One more match day left, guys. What does it look like? AC Milan, 80 points. Inter Milan, 78 points. Napoli and Juventus have already secured Champions League football as well. Lazio, Roma, these guys are scrapping it out for the Europa League and Conference League spots. Lazio look like they should get that. Fiorentina right behind Roma there with 2 games left. Roma may actually need to win the Conference League to get into the Europa League next season. Atalanta are also fighting for European football. So the last match day or the last 2 games that's left, a couple teams have two games. Milan got 2 games. Inter got 2 games as well. So it's well poised. The relegation scrap is very, very, very interesting as well. Where we go down to the bottom, Venezia is pretty much relegated. Venezia is relegated already. And Genoa, with a minus 29 goal difference, could actually get ahead of Salernitana with 31 points if they win their last game. The last 2 games, actually. 2 games in hand. And Cagliari with 2 games. Salernitana needs to win their final game. And that final game is coming up against Udinese. They've done well for the back end of the season. 1-1 draw today. But they need more points, man. They need more points. Who does Cagliari play? Cagliari actually plays Inter. Pretty much they might lose that game. But the game against Venezia, they could actually win that game. And Cagliari with 3 points would be ahead of Salernitana with a better goal difference as well. So Salernitana got to win their last game. They got to win that game against Udinese. Or else they're going down. Genoa as well could still survive. Genoa, they play Napoli and Bologna. So it's unlikely that they win both games, but you never know, man. So that's what's going on in the Italian league right now. So for Milan, who's going to win the league? Who's going to win the league? Milan play Atalanta and Sassuolo. These are tough games. These are tough games, especially the Atalanta game. And for Inter, they play Cagliari and Sampdoria. So Inter got the easier fixtures. Woohoo! Guys, take your picks, man. Take your picks. Take your freaking picks. We know who's won the league over in the Bundesliga. Let's go over to the Bundesliga, man, and see what's going on over there. The Bundesliga table, it's done. It's actually done. The Bundesliga is done. So the Champions League spots goes to Bayern, Dortmund, Leverkusen, and Leipzig. Oh, unfortunately, Freiburg does not get into the Champions League, but Union Berlin will be playing Europa League, and Freiburg will be in the Conference League. They lost their last 2 matches and picked up a draw there. They lost a lot of steam. So that's what's up. In terms of relegation, Greuther Fürth relegated, Arminia Bielefeld relegated, and Hertha Berlin actually dropped back into the relegation playoff spot. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's gonna be a fight to the death between Hertha Berlin and we're gonna find out right now the Bundesliga 2 table. And it is going to be... Alright, we got games left. 1 game left where Schalke promoted. Werder Bremen should be promoted even if they lose the game. They should be promoted ahead of Hamburg. So it could be, this is crazy, right? This is crazy. Because if St. Pauli win their game and Darmstadt or Hamburg fail to win there, St. Pauli would go up to the relegation playoff on goal difference, right? But for Hamburg, Hamburg or Darmstadt might get it. Hamburg, they're in good form right now. They play Hansa Rostock. And if we go back here for Darmstadt, who were recently in the Bundesliga as well, they play Paderborn, who also themselves were in the Bundesliga. So, yeah. So that's what it's like. It could be Hertha Berlin versus Hamburg. That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one, man. Or Darmstadt. But, as it stands, Hamburg, oh yeah, the goal, yeah, I was actually looking at the goal difference a little weird there. Hamburg do have the best goal difference. I don't know why I was thinking negative. I don't know why I saw negative there. But Hamburg with the best goal difference, Darmstadt and St. Pauli with the third best. So even if St. Pauli wins and Hamburg and Darmstadt loses, St. Pauli won't get into the playoffs. So yeah, pardon me with that one though. Appreciate the you guys understanding, okay? Guys, where else is there any kind of title race or anything interesting going on? We know the Portuguese league is wrapped up. We know La Liga. Let's take a look at La Liga right now. We know the other one is wrapped up, but places for the Champions League and all of that might be up for grabs. So Real Madrid, the champions, congratulations. Barcelona are poised to clinch second, but could be caught by Atletico Madrid. Sevilla are fighting for the Champions League spot. Betis could actually get ahead of them as well, but I don't think that will happen. Betis will definitely get one of the Europa League or Conference League. Sociedad, is being chased down by Villarreal as well. So that's what it's looking like there. In terms of the relegation, Mallorca, Alaves, and Levante are in the relegation zone, with Levante pretty much relegated already with a minus 29 goal difference. Could only get a maximum of 35 points. Cadiz, not yet safe, but Mallorca could actually leapfrog Cadiz. But Levante already relegated. Alaves, still alive. They could get ahead of Cadiz. Even Mallorca could get ahead of Granada. But Granada should be okay, though. Because, yeah, they're not okay. None of them's okay. See what I'm saying? Still a relegation scrap over there. So let's see who goes down. But it's mostly the teams that are, up and down in La Liga that's down there, though. You know what I'm saying? So it would have been crazy if Granada went down and Watford went down. They have the same owners, But Granada, kind of slipped through the cracks there, and they look like they're going to survive. So that's what's going on in La Liga there, though. So, yeah. I would look at the lower leagues, but I don't want to do that right about now, man. I really don't want to do that right now. Let me see what you guys are saying right now in the league. Big up to the boy Strasbourg, Steve. Bro. We got to do something, bro, in terms of Newcastle, man. You and I got to do something, man. Like, I want to do something for you with Newcastle. I'm not going to tell you what I want to do yet because I don't want you to go and do it with another Newcastle fan. So I want to do this. I want to do something with you. So you and I got to work on something. I know you did hit me up for us to do something, but, we couldn't make it happen. You just disappeared on me. But I know you mean well. You're a busy man. But we got to link up and do something with Newcastle, you know what I mean? So, did you know Darmstadt versus Frankfurt is a huge derby in Germany? Actually, no, I don't. I don't know everything, though. But big up to Steve in the house. Let's take a look at Ligue 1, though. That's one of his favorite leagues where he is indeed a fan of Strasbourg. So, Ligue 1. PSG already run away with the title. Let's see what's going on in Ligue 1 there, though. Last match, they're coming up. Lyon, Nantes, Strasbourg, Clermont Foot, Rennes, Marseille, Metz, Angers, PSG, Montpellier. We have Reims, Saint-Etienne. So, standings here. So, PSG, Champions League football, indeed. Monaco, not yet sealed, but they could seal it ahead of Marseille. One game left. Who does Monaco play on the last day? Monaco play Lens. Okay, not a bad team. Not going to be hard. Not going to be an easy game, I mean. And for Marseille, they play against Strasbourg. Okay, that's your team, Steve. That's your team. And Strasbourg are doing well this season as well. I could remember they got promoted recently, and they did well with that when Kenny Lala was on fire there. And they're doing well. They're in a what is that? A playoff for a Conference League or something? They're in a European spot. Something there. Something they're gonna be in there. It's not guaranteed. There's Nice and there's Lens on their heels there. And they play a big game on the final match day against Marseille. So Strasbourg may not get what they want. But who knows? Fingers crossed. Monaco. It would be nice to see them in the the Champions League again, but it might just be Marseille or even Rennes. If Rennes get a win, Rennes' goal difference is better than both Marseille and Monaco. So if Rennes win their final game and they play against Lille, and Lille's not doing well this season, so Rennes could be in the Champions League ahead of Monaco if Monaco lose and Marseille loses. But a draw could be okay, but you want to win. You want to win. For Monaco, they want to win. For Marseille, they want to win. They don't want to leave it to chance. So the league's very tight. Defending champions are 10th right now. But they're not that far behind, though. But if they would have won these games that they had there, that they lost, they would have actually been fighting for one of those European spots. You know what I mean? So you can see teams like Brest and Reims that recently got promoted. It remains in the league. And in terms of the relegation there, Bordeaux definitely relegated. Sad to see them relegated because they won the league recently, right? They won definitely a recent league winner. And I think so, right? Yeah, I think it's Bordeaux, Montpellier, and Lille that's been winning here and there, apart from PSG and Monaco as well. So Saint-Etienne, they have been not yet relegated. Their Mets are actually scrapping it out for that playoff spot. You know, so Mets, Saint-Etienne, last game. Do they play each other? No. Mets, Saint-Etienne play Nantes, and for Mets is a team that goes up and down, you know what I mean? They are linked to, I don't know if they still have the link to Clement Foot in Senegal, where a lot of Senegalese players go through Mets like Mane and Ismail Assar, you know? But Mets play PSG, it's a wrap for Mets, man. You know, but look, they would need the result to go their way, where if Saint-Etienne lose and Mets lose, Mets get the playoff spot, Saint-Etienne go down. A draw would be good enough for Saint-Etienne. But, Saint-Etienne got the better fixture. Let's just put it that way. So, look, who could be coming up? Who's coming up from Ligue 1? So, let's check the second division of French football here. And let's check the second division. So, the teams coming up, man. Oh, Toulouse are back in the league. Toulouse are back. And this team by the name Ajaccio is in the league as well. While Auxerre actually in the playoff, it seems, right? I don't know how it works. I think that's the way it works. Paris FC almost sneaking in. Sochaux as well. Guingamp, who was in Ligue 1 recently. Teams like Caen, Le Havre, Nimes. These teams are recently in Ligue 1. Dijon, recently in Ligue 1. Amiens as well. I know some of these teams, but a few of these I don't know of. It'll be interesting to follow a league like Ligue 1, but, the lower leagues are very interesting, guys. There's so much football that's being played, so many things that goes on and we don't know about, and it happens in the lower leagues, man, So, yeah, pretty much. Ajax won the Eredivisie as well, and I think there was something interesting going on in the Belgian league as well. So, where St. Gallen or something, it was a team that looked like they were actually gonna win the title. That's Belgian First Division. Let's take a look at that right now. So the regular season, Ghent won that. Genk came in second. Charleroi, Mechelen, there. That's actually Conference League playoff group. Okay. Conference League playoff group. What the hell is going on over there? But the regular season, Union Saint-Gallen, that's the team I was talking about. They won it. Championship round, Club Brugge won it. Saint-Gallen came in second. But who's actually going to get the Champions League places? I don't even know how this thing works, man. It might be the regular season winners. I don't know. I really don't know. So, let me see. Big up to Steve Dom. Take a look at Bordeaux's goals and result. They've conceded 89 goals this season. All right, appreciate that, Steve. I don't know how the Belgian league works. It's weird, though. It's weird. So a player by the name of Dennis Undav scored 25 goals. Michael Frey for Antwerp scored 22. Paul Onuachu, Nigerian, at 21. Tariq Tissoudoli, I think he's like a Moroccan. I can't remember where he's from. I think he's Tunisian or something. Yeah, Moroccan. I was right there. He scored a lot of goals too. Gel Vossen with 17. Look, let's go back. Let's go back to the French League, Ligue 1, and see Bordeaux's record here. Bordeaux at the bottom conceded 89 goals. That is horrible. 89. That's worse than Norwich. I'm pretty sure that's worse than Norwich City, man. And teams like Leeds. Damn. Scored 48, though. You know what I'm saying? That's not bad. They scored a lot more goals than many teams. One less than Nice. You know what I mean? They've scored more than Lille. Scored more than Brest. They just can't fucking defend. Oh, man. But appreciate it, Steve. Thank you, man. Definitely appreciate the super chat. Ajaccio only conceded 19 goals the whole season. Give it up to Ajaccio as well. Let's go forward. You see, Ajaccio, they will be promoted. 19 goals. You know, listen, if they're able to have such a tight defense, indeed, they will stay up. Who plays for Ajaccio? 1-0 win over Toulouse on the final day. Let's take a look at their lineup. Let me see if I see any recognizable names, though. Kalulu. Kalulu is a name I know. Gideon Kalulu. I know this name. I'm familiar with this name. Leon. Yeah, I know this dude. I know this dude, man. I know this dude. So they got a little quality there. Let me see. A Nori player. Riyad Nori. Nah, I don't know him. Who else we got here? Is this Omar Gonzalez? Yep, Omar Gonzalez. No, I don't know him. That's a different Omar Gonzalez there. So I don't know the players like that, though. I don't know their players like that, but still. Toulouse as well. Their team changed up big time. Big time, man. Remember when I think that was Braithwaite playing for Toulouse. He was the captain, I think. You know, so Junior Flemings, man. Big up to Junior Flemings. What a guan. The Jamaican will be in League On next season with Toulouse. So big up to Junior Flemings, you know what I'm saying? I got a little hype there. You know what I mean? Let me see if there's any other names. Nah. So, yeah, guys, I don't know how the Belgian League works. But look, one thing that we could look at right now, man, while we're still live and we still got the energy. My wife ain't hit me up yet to pick her up, so we good. Let's take a look at and I finished the Premier League roundup pretty fast today, though. You know what I mean? I did good. Not a roundup, but a preview. Let's take a look. You guys don't go nowhere. You're gonna love this one. You're gonna love this one. You are gonna love this one, okay? You're gonna love this one. We are going to take a look at what the Champions League is looking like for next season, okay? Let's go to Wikipedia and let's go into the Champions League seasons, but let's go into next season. And we're going to know who's in the Champions League already next season, okay? So let us go down. There's a qualifying rounds, and this is something that I've always wanted to do, and I don't know if I'll be able to do it this time, but I've wanted to follow the Champions League from the qualifying rounds, the preliminary, all the way to the last couple teams that will make it, right? But I always forget. I always forget, though. So you could see teams in the first qualifying round there. First qualifying round, you see Karabaj from Azerbaijan, Malmo from Sweden, Ludogorets from Bulgaria, Sheriff Tiraspol from Moldova there, and not technically not from Moldova, but you know what I mean. Bodo Glimt, these teams have made it. Ferencváros of Hungary, Slovan Bratislava of Slovenia, Helsinki of Finland. Big up to the boy Michael Talks Football in the House. New Saints of Wales. So this is all that's going to go down in the playoffs, right? the preliminaries here. So you could see here, Romanian Football Federation, the champions as well. They're waiting for that winner. And there's a lot of teams. They're waiting for the Slovenian champions, the Luxembourg champions. So it will be nice to follow it. And I know Steve, do me a favor, bro. Do me a favor. If you're still in here, do me a favor. Let us both do this, bro. You and I could do this. You and I could follow the thing from the preliminary stages. And let me see, when does it start? All right. It starts 21st of June. Preliminary round, the draw for the preliminary round will be on June the 7th. Okay, the 21st is perfect because I'll be back from vacation. No, I will be on vacation still, but it doesn't matter. I have internet. There's internet in St. Vincent. Steve, let's do something for that, bro. Let's talk about the preliminaries there and build it all the way up to the last, I think, 4 teams that will be qualifying for the Champions League group stages. So look, you have teams like Olympiacos, Victoria Pilsen, waiting there. You know what I mean? Dynamo Kiev. You know what's going on in Ukraine, but still, they could be in the Champions League. And the runners-up of the 2021 Danish Superliga. So it seems like a team is qualifying directly from Denmark as well. And the runner-up from the Turkish Super League as well. And a runner-up from the Cypriot League. So seems like some of those leagues may have a direct spot, or maybe in the further stages of qualifying, right? The third round got a few teams already, so you see what I mean. Benfica, Rangers, PSV, you know what I mean? So that's what's going on right there. Playoff round. Look, playoff round would be the Champions Path. 8 teams, 2 teams will enter this round, and 6 winners of the third qualifying round Champions Path. League Path, 4 winners. So, look, I think there's about 4 places up for grabs here, if I'm not mistaken. But the group stages of the 2022-23 UEFA Champions League is looking like this so far, right? In part 1, the Europa League title holders that we don't know yet, and we will know pretty soon. And if I could recall, it is going to be Rangers versus Frankfurt, right? And yeah, I think I'm right with that one. So Real Madrid are in part 1, Bayern Munich, PSG, and Porto right now. Part 1 or 2, Liverpool, Manchester City, Ajax, Inter Milan, AC Milan. Part 2, for sure, Barcelona, Juventus, Atletico Madrid, RB Leipzig. Third place of the 2021-22 Premier League most likely will be Chelsea. The 4th place team could be Tottenham or Arsenal. Let's wait and see. Borussia Dortmund in there already. And 4th place of La Liga should be Sevilla. Right? So, part 3. Red Bull Salzburg, Shakhtar Donetsk, Napoli, Sporting, Bayer Leverkusen, Celtic. Right, we have the runner-up of Ligue 1. Could be Rennes. It could be Marseille. Or it could be Monaco. Let's see who it's gonna be. The champions of Belgium, we're still waiting on that one. Well, I thought it was St. Gallen, but it could be Club Brugge. Could be Club Brugge. 2 winners from the playoff path and 4 winners from the playoff round, Champions Path. So it's 6 teams that we're gonna wait for in terms of the preliminary rounds and the playoffs. So 26 teams would qualify, including the Europa League winner, and the Champions League winners have already qualified, which means someone's gonna take their place, right? So that's what it's looking like. That's what the Champions League is looking like next season. These are the teams that we know, and the teams that could get in will feature in the playoff round, okay? Rangers, Benfica, Victoria Pilsen, Olympiacos. These teams are the favorites to make it through. Or we could see one of these teams from the early stages of the playoffs make it all the way to the Champions League group stage proper. So, listen, we love the competition, and whoever makes it will be very, very lucky to do so and to rub shoulders with the best in the world. So, yeah, big up to Steve. I did it last year and got to tell people about Sheriff Tiraspol before they made it to the group stage. Yeah, we're gonna do it again, bro. You got to hit me up to remind me, because I'm going to forget, man. I forget these things, man. So, yeah. Yeah, guys, I'm going to get a voice of rest. I have, work early in the morning. I haven't got any sleep since I came off of work as well. And got to go pick up the wife. It's going to chill. Let me know if you enjoy the nice red light and everything. I got my boy Liam here sleeping. This is what the setup looks like now as we speak. Oh, man. Looking good, right? I know. Guys, we're upgrading things. We're taking things to a whole nother level, man. I got the plant in the back. Got the feng shui in the room. All nice, and right. Energy, positive energy, man. You know what I'm saying? I breathe out that carbon dioxide. The plant sucks it in and give me some oxygen. Actually, you know what? I think I understand why I wasn't sleepy tonight and I was so full of energy. It's that plant right there. It's that plant giving me the energy. God damn, Dom's on a whole nother level right about now, but I'm telling you, now I understand. Oh my God. Do I need another plant? Nah, I'm gonna make a jungle in here. But next thing I'll have animals and shit running around the place. But 2 hours, 45 minutes. It was a good one, guys. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button. How many likes did we get with the, prolonging of the live stream? We managed to scrape 53 likes, and we had, we had a lot of people in here tonight. Do appreciate you guys tuning in. We're going to come harder again next season, but as this season wind down, we still did pretty good, man. We still did pretty good. Thanks for Obina for dropping the super chat. Steve for coming in and dropping a couple of them as well. Big up to all the members of the channel. You guys are the real deal. Big up to the boy OB. I don't know if you're still in here. Dominic, show some respect. You said Chelsea would win today, but you were wrong. Bro, OB, I don't know why I made that prediction, but I was leaning towards Liverpool. If you check the Trophy Talk clip that I did with Kyle, I said you guys are going to win. You guys should win. And during the build-up with Ankit and Mike, I just felt like Chelsea would have won it, but it was not the right prediction. It's okay. Can't all get them right. You feel me? Big up to the obvious girl in the house as well. Thank you very much. And guys, look, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna head on over to pick up my wife now. And, she's off for the next 3 days. Tomorrow is my last day until I have day off as well. So, it's fun. So, guys, thanks again for tuning into yet another one. I'm your boy, Dom. I got the red light in the background and everything for Liverpool, for their success. And, maybe next time we'll do blue for Manchester City for them winning the league. You know what I mean? So, guys, thanks again. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. And from my boy, Dom. And Liam, as well, who's right here on my chest taking a nap. Peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.